So we'll start. So first and foremost, I'll tell you, so as you were informed, I'm the one who will be conducting the rest of the personal computing lecture series. Hope you have already done first two lectures of free and open source software for personal computing. Still some students are joining. Right. So as you were informed, I'm the one who will be doing this personal computing rest of the lectures. Here we will be covering all the free and open source softwares, basically the Libreoffice package, including Writer, Calc, Impress, Access. Those are the main software that we covered under this particular session. So actually this subject is very easy for you guys. I mean, most of the students do not take this subject serious because they think, oh, this is just like Word, this is just like Excel, we can do this easily, and they do not take this serious, right? But guys, believe me, because of that, the pass rate of this particular subject is quite low. I think these stats were shared with you. Nalka server shared these stats with you. Anyway, that is the reason, because the students do not take this subject seriously because they think, oh, this is Word, oh, this is Excel, this would be very easy, right? But when it comes to the exam, they will be asking questions from each and every part. It will be a MCQ paper, but there will be minus marks applicable, so that you have to be very tricky when you are selecting the answers, right? Okay, I think you all can hear me properly, and also still you cannot see my screen. Guys, we have a chat box here. As you can see in your Meet interface, there is a chat box up next to the participant tab, right? So simply you can use that chat box and share, is there any question or anything that you need to clarify further, or any concern, you can share through the chat box, right? And also sometimes I might ask small questions so that you can give answers using the chat box. Unfortunately, in this application we don't have any reaction options, right? Okay, so that's about it. So now we can move to our today's lecture. Let me share my screen. Someone need to confirm me whether you can see my screen, right? Can you guys see my screen? Any volunteer to confirm me? Yes, thank you, Asanka. Okay, so let's start. So today our session is about, oh, still joining. Okay, make sure to join sharp at 7. Otherwise, you see, we have to admit each and every one, so it might take some time from our lecture. Okay. Is there any option for me to stop that sound? That's fine. Right, so let's move to our today's session. Today we are going to discuss about Libreoffice basically, right? Hope you have already covered the introduction to free and open source software, and also some Linux commands, how to work with Linux and how to install using VM and all. I think you have covered all these things, right? So today we are going to get a kickstart for the Libreoffice, right? Libreoffice is a free and open source software which we can use to do our personal computing related things, right? Suppose you want to create a document and you want to do some create your own budget, then you can use Calc, right? If you want to create your own report or something, you can use Libreoffice Writer, right? Likewise, for our personal computing purposes, we can use this free and open source software. We call this as Libreoffice, right? Earlier in your syllabus, it was OpenOffice, but now it was shifted to LibreOffice, and you guys will be learning about LibreOffice, right? Okay. Here under the LibreWriter, actually LibreWriter is a word processing tool, guys, right? It's a word processing tool, and initially let's get a see an introduction about what is word processing tool, and why we need this, what are the benefit of this, and likewise we'll get a background knowledge, and then we'll move to the LibreWriter, right? Some call this as LibreWriter, both are fine. Don't take it very serious. You can call it any way you are comfortable with. Let me call it as LibreWriter. Okay, so when it comes to the word processing, guys, what is word processing? I think almost you all have done this at least one time. If you didn't, that's okay, but I don't think there's anyone who didn't use word processing before, ne? කවුරුම හරි අනිවාර්යෙන් word එකක මොනවම හරි type කරලා ඇති word processing tool එකක් use කරලා ඇති. Even you don't know that is a word processing tool, but I'm pretty sure that you have used this word processing tool, right? Okay, if not, don't worry, because from today onwards you are going to use, right? So okay, the process of creating or editing document using a word processor, we can create a document and also we can edit a document using a word processor, right? Simply, it's a computer program, guys. It's a computer program which we can give some inputs in the sense using keyboard you do typing, no? Okay, once you do the typing, you can do some editing. What type කරනවා මොනවා හරි හිතන්න report එකක් කියලා report එක type කරලා then after you can do some editing. Board එකක් දානවා පොඩක් justify කරනවා content අන්න likewise you can do some editing and formatting. Important topics ටික highlight කරනවා main title එකට heading එකක් දානවා, right? Likewise you can do some formatting, right? And then that particular software program will show you a output of text, right? ඔයා ඒ කරන දේ, right? ඔයා perform කරන හැම action එකක්ම ඔයාට පෙන්නන output එකේ action එකක් විදියට පෙන්නනවා. දැන් ඔයා bold කරාන් පස්සේ bold වෙලා පේනවා. highlight කරාට පස්සේ highlight වෙලා පේනවා. Likewise you can do input and then edit or formatting, and then you can see the output of text, right? And also there may be some additional features just like mail merging. Mail merging, if it is a new term, don't worry, we will be discussing it today, right? Likewise there may be some additional features as well. Okay, so a software program, again this is a software program which is capable of creating, storing and printing type document, and also we can use this word processor tool to print our document, right? By connecting to the printer we can do the printing, right? So that is basically about the word processor, right? Okay, so when it comes to the word processor software, normally we use this type of software to come up with reports. Suppose at your workplace your boss asks you to come up with the report which indicate your last month task. ඔන්නවා last month එකේ කරපු task ටික include වෙන report එකක් හදාගෙන එන්න කියලා කියනවා. Daily ඔයාට අපු task ටික include කරන්න, and also boss wants to see that what is the frequency of the task that you are getting, right? කොහොමද මෙයාට වැඩ ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ, කවදාද සාමාන්‍යයෙන් Mondayද වැඩ වැඩියෙන්ම ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ, right? ඔන්න ඔය වගේ මොනවා හරිත් එක්ක you need to create a report. So in that type of case, simply you can use word processing software, right? And also suppose the thesis in this degree program as well, at the end of the day you have to do your own project and there may be thesis applicable, right? So to write the thesis you definitely you should know about the word processing software. Normally at the end of the day when students are coming to this thesis writing and all, they don't know how to include a heading, at least if they didn't do this particular subject properly, right? But you guys will not do like that, because I'm sure that you will learn this subject properly, and at the end of the day you will be capable of writing a proper thesis. And also finally the letters. When we are writing letters, again we can use word processing software, right? So those are the places that we can use word processing software, guys. Okay, and also here you can see enter text by typing, and software provides tools for copying, deleting and various types of formatting. Simply you can cut, copy, paste delete, select karanna, find and replace karanna. There are so many functions. Today we are going to discuss those functions, each and every function, right, which word processing tools support. Right, so that is something on the introduction to word processing. Here you can see there are actually, when it comes to the word processing software, guys, we can categorize word processing software under three main categories. The first one is free and open source. Free and open source means the source code is open. If anyone who interested to support that particular code base by developing some another feature, they can do that, right, because the source code is open. And also this is free in the terms, not only in the monetary terms, right, pay karanna vitaran නෙමෙයි, මේක ඇතුලේ ඔයාට ඕනම දෙයක් කරන්න, ඒ කියන්නේ copyright issue එකක් නැහැ. free එකේ වැඩේ කරන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් example එකක් කිව්වොත් ළමයි ඔයාලා use කරනවා නම් Microsoft Word, how many of you have Microsoft proper license? කාටද Microsoft වල හරියට license තියෙන්නේ? I don't think most of you have, right? If you have, great, that's really good, right? But I think most of you don't have license. You all are using crack version. මම මෙහෙම කිව්වට සමහරක් ඉන්න ඉන්න පුළුවන් license තියන අය. If so, really good, because that is a paid software, that we call it as a proprietary software, right? To use that particular software, guys, we need to buy license. We need to pay for the vendor, right? Then only we can use that. So that is the proprietary software type. And then again, the online, there are some tools which are in online. We can use those tools only online. The good example is Google Doc. We can use the Google Doc in only online, right? It's not a offline version. We can apply offline version as well, I guess, but to do all the functions of Google Doc, we need to have the online version, right? So these three are the main categories of software, right? Word processing software also can be classified under these three categories. Okay, someone is joining. Right. Okay, here are some of the examples for word processing applications. You can search about these applications actually: Word, Apple iWork Pages, Corel Word Perfect, Google Docs, Libreoffice Writer. This is the one we are doing today, and Microsoft Word. Hope most of you are familiar with this. OpenOffice Writer, this is the one which was in your syllabus previously, right? Right now this is not in your syllabus, but when we are doing the past papers, we will find this term, because in past papers contains this term, no, because that time the syllabus was asked to taught OpenOffice, right? Okay. And also when it comes to the Apple iWork page, this is another tool which is simply like a Word. Here this is the icon. Here you can see I think you can see my screen, no? මේ පල්ලෙහා bar එක පේනවා නම් this is the page software. මේ තියෙන page කියන එක. This is also something like Word, LibreOffice. Product format එක වෙනස්. Here see, when I going to create a new document, here you can see some nice templates. දැක්කද? පොඩ ලස්සන ඒවා තියෙනවා. This is also a free one, but to install this you need to have iOS and also the iCloud account, right? Okay. Here we can find some nice templates, right? Okay. So this is all about the examples for word processing applications. Okay, here there is an activity for you guys. Identify examples for different types of word processing applications, right? First you need to identify different type of word processing applications, simply examples just like this. You can find some more examples, and then later on you can categorize them under proprietary, free and open source, or online. Likewise you can categorize. So this is a very easy example, right? You can remember, I think you don't need to buy hard these things, right? And also these three categories as well. I think you can easily remember, ne? Meka hari lesi madaka tiyagana, free and open source, අනිත් එක proprietary නම් pay කරන්න ඕනේ. free and personals නම් pay කරන්න දෙයක් නැහැ. online නම් අපිට normally online use කරන්න පුළුවන්. right? ඒ විදිහට categorize කරන්නලු මෙන්න මේ විදිහට ඔයාලා හොයාගන්න example word processing application එකට ඔයාලා හොයාගන්න examples ටික. right? So that is about this activity. I think you can do this. Yes, you can do this. Yeah. I don't give you time to do this right now, okay, because this is a very simple simple activity. You can do this as a homework. Please put a star mark and mark this as a homework, right? Okay, now tell me, have you guys installed Libreoffice දාගෙන දින්නේ කට්ටිය? Have you guys installed in Libreoffice? I have 26. Just give me. No one installed Libreoffice. If you install Libreoffice, you can say yes. If no, you can say no. How do you install කරගෙන නැද්ද Libreoffice? Yes. Okay, Rishika said yes. What about others? Just give me 2 or more. Not yet. Okay. Those who didn't install Libreoffice yet, you can go to the libreoffice.org website, and doesn't matter you are using Windows or any other OS, right? You can download a Libreoffice. Here go to the download Libreoffice, right? So here you can choose your operating system. Here I have also download Libreoffice for my computer as well. So like that you can, if you are a Windows user, check whether the 32-bit or 64-bit, most probably I think 64-bit, so that you can download, right? Then simply you need to run it, okay? A normal software එකක් use කරන විදිහටම ළමයි ඔයාලට මේක කරන්න පුළුවන්. Very easy. Okay. If no, please install Libreoffice. Then you can do this and get some hands-on experience, right? Meanwhile, I doing the lecture, you can do the installation, but if so, you might miss some parts in the content, no? So don't do that. Later on, you can do the installation and try out the things that I'm mentioning. පස්සේ try කරන්න. මොකද නැත්තම් part එකක් miss වෙනවනේ. Right. මෙහෙමයි දැන් ඇත්තටම ඔය කට්ටිය මේ LibreOffice install කරගත්තට පස්සේ let me go to the LibreOffice මේක cross කරගන්න. Open කරාට පස්සේ you may get an interface like this, right? In Windows also you will get some kind of interface like this. There you need to click on the write a document and open a write a document. Then your interface will be like this, right? So there might be small differences in the interface. I will tell you. Let's come back to our lecture now. Here you can see the title bar. Title bar in the sense, guys, මේ දැන් document එකේ title එක තියෙන bar එක, right? ඊට පස්සේ මේ menus තියෙන bar එක තියෙනවා. Menu bar කියලා කියන්නේ අපි මේ file edit view ඔය කතන්දර තියෙන ටිකට. In my view, the menu bar is in the top of the interface, right? This one is my menu bar. That is the only difference. All the other things are same as you, right? So that is the only difference, right? Standard toolbar. Next to the menu bar you can find the standard toolbar, and then here you can find the formatting toolbar. Formatting toolbar is the one which contains the font type, font size, and all the formatting related stuff. අකුරු පාට කරන ඒවා, split through කරන ඒවා, ඇද කරන ඒවා, superscript, subscript, italic නේ ඔය ඔක්කොම තියෙන්නේ මේ formatting toolbar එකේ. ආයේ මේ left align, center, right align, justify, indentation, අපි මේවා ගැන වෙන වෙනම කතා කරනවා, right? So all these features are in the formatting toolbar, right? And this one, and this A4 page, A4 kind of paper, A4 එකක් වගේ තියෙන මේ white space එක, we call it as workspace because that is the place we can work, right? You can input data නේ, ඔයාලට type කරන්න පුළුවන්, හැමදේම කරන්න පුළුවන් මේ කියන workspace එකේ. That is why we call this as workspace. And at the end you can see status bar. Status bar mean which page you are in. See here, page 1. You know, right now you are in page 1 of 1, right? Suppose you have 10 pages of this particular document and you are in third page, then this would be 3 of 10, right? Likewise, it might be vary. And also this will show the word count, how many words are there, how many characters are there. Characters mean lamai word කියන්නේ වචන කියලා දන්නවනේ, words කීයක් තියෙනවද? දැන් අපි හිතමු hi, I am Manisha. There are 3 words. And how many characters? Characters කියන්නේ අර එකින් එක අකුරු කීයක් තියෙනවද? And the style, and also the language we are using, and also the scaling. අපි කොච්චරක් zoom කරලාද තියෙන්නේ? Here 90% zoom in කරලා තියෙන්නේ, right? And page එක පෙන්නන්නේ කොහොමද? එක පිටුවක් එකපාර පෙන්නනවද? double page පෙන්නනවද? Likewise, all the status මේ අපි මේ වැඩ කරන document එකේ status එක පෙන්නන්නේ මෙන්න මේ පල්ලෙහා. And this one, as this is inside, we call this as sidebar, right? Let's right? Now you might think, oh, this is very simple subject. Yeah, definitely, guys. This is a very simple subject, but you have to know each and everything, right? Then ඔයගොල්ලෝ මීට කලිනුත් word එක use කරලා ඇතිනේ. Microsoft Word use කරලා ඇති. හැබැයි Microsoft Word use කරාට මෙන්න මෙතන character count එක, word count එක තියනවා කියන එක notice වෙලා තියනවද? Some of you may noticed, but for some they might not notice this නේ. කලින් දැකලා නැතුව ඇති. මෙතන language එක මොන type එකෙන්ද තියනවා කියන එක notice වෙලා තියනවද? සමහරක් විට නැතුව ඇති. ඉතින් හදිස්සිය හරි අපිට කිව්වොත් වචන මෙච්චරක් විදිය 2000 words එන්න essay එකක් ලියන්න කියලා අපි ඉතින් රටේ නැති ක්‍රම හොයනවා මේකේ වචන ගාන count කරන්න, because we don't know. We can calculate the words simply using this status bar. Not calculating, we can just see the status of using this status bar නේ. ඒ වගේ වැඩ හරිම ලේසියෙන් කරගන්න පුළුවන් දේවල් අපි හරි අමාරුවෙන් කරගන්න try කරනවා අපි මේක ගැන හරියට නොදැන හිටියොත්. එකයි මේ subject එක ඔයගලන්ට තියෙන්නේ FOSS for free and open source software for personal computing. ඔයා personally use කරන personal වැඩවලට use කරන computing වලට, computer related works වලට කොහොමද මේක use කරන්න කියන එක effectively ඔයාගේ time එක save කරගන්න නේද? මෙච්චර කාලයක් අමාරුවෙන් කරපු වැඩ තිබ්බනම් ඒව කොහොමද මේකේ ලේසි ක්‍රමයක් තියනවද? ඔන්න ඔය දේවල් තමයි අපි මේකෙදි කතා කරන්නේ, right? So this is a very easy subject because of that, right? Okay, so these are the parts of the main writer window. Hopefully you guys are clear up to now. Oh, will we be able to get recording of this session? Yeah, I'm doing recording. Hopefully recording is going. Yeah, it's going. Are you guys watching recording? If you have the time, do not go for the recording, but personally I think students are lazy to watch recordings, right? If you don't have time, or if you have any urgent case, then go for the recording, that's okay. But otherwise try to be on the lecture. That is my recommendation. But anyway, if it is an urgent case, definitely you can go for the recording, right? Okay, so that's about it. අපි මේක මේ LibreOffice Librewriter එකට ගිහිල්ලත් මේ දේවල් බලමු. එතකන් අපිට පුළුවන් මෙතන මේ note එකේ තියෙන ටික බලාගෙන යන්න. අපි note එකේ up to some extent කරලා Librewriter එකේ බලමු, right? If there is anything important, you can take note. අලුතෙන් දැනගත්ත දෙයක් තියෙනවා නම් මේකත් එක්කම note එකක් දාගන්න. Okay, getting familiarized with the working environment. Here this is for getting familiarized with the working environment. Even we see these icons separately when we move to the Librewriter. Here I am going to show this to you, but document as email I think not in the latest version. I couldn't find it. මේක මට පේන්න නම් තිබුණේ නැහැ ඒක. Maybe in the latest version they might remove it to somewhere else. Let's check. Here this icon is for document as email. Simply the things that you write in this document you can email, right? ඔයාලට පුළුවන් email කරන්න. ඒ කියන්නේ මෙතන මේ document එක attachment එකක් විදිහට එනවා ළමයි email එකේ. ඔයා email එකට ගියාම email එකේ attachment එකක් විදිහට මේ document එක ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. Once you click this button, right? And this will allow you to save the document as a PDF. You can save the document as a PDF. I hope you guys know what is PDF, and also the all have at least one time you may done this with Word document ne නැතත් ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ, will tell you, right? And this is for spell checking whether the spellings that we use in this particular document, in this particular workspace is correct. සමහරක් විට මම ලියලා තියෙන environment කියලා ලියලා තියෙන එකේ මට මෙතන O එක දාන්න අමතක වෙලා තියෙන්න පුළුවන්, right? එන්නේ එහෙමනම් මෙතනින් පොඩි යටින් ඉරක් ගහලා red color වලින් පෙන්නනවා මට මේකේ spellings වැරදි කියලා. මේ තියෙන මේ line එකක් වගේ ওই විදිහට පෙන්නනවා. Then I can simply right click on it and correct it, right? And then this is for insert table. Here you can use by using this particular icon, click on the icon, you can insert table. Table එකක් insert කරගන්න පුළුවන්. This is for drawing. You can do some drawings in your workspace using this icon. And this is for gallery, right? By click on this gallery, you can select some images and take them into your workspace, right? So these are some of the icons just for you to be familiarized with the environment. We are taking this one by one, right? Okay. Here, see, we can create a new document. Simply you have to go to the menu bar. In my case, menu bar is the upper one, the topmost one. Then you can click on the file and go to the new, and then click on the text document. I got the text document by using this දැන් මේක පේන්න නෑනේ. කලින් මතකනේ මගේ තිබ්බා මෙතන writer කියලා තිබ්බා, calc කියලා තිබ්බා. ඔන්න ඔය ටිකෙන් තමයි මම ගත්තේ. ඒ විදිහටම අපිට පුළුවන් මෙතන new ගිහිල්ලා text the spreadsheet the presentation the drawing the කියන එක ගන්න, right? Likewise you can do that. And then open. Suppose you have already created a document but you couldn't able to finish it. So now you want to continue your work of that document. So that simply you can go to the open and then open the recent document. මෙතන open ගියාට පස්සේ ඔයාට ඕන document එක open කරගන්න පුළුවන්, right? ඊට පස්සේ save as. Save කියන්නේ ළමයි අපි මේ තියෙන document එකම same document we are going to save. Save as mean we are going to save the document as another name, right? So we might have two different documents. අපි save as කරලා ඒක close කරොත් ළමයි අපිට අර කලින් තිබ්බ document එක තාම තියෙනවා. උදාහරණයක් විදිහට මෙහෙම හිතන්න. So now I am going to save this as Untitled 2, right? Right. If so, this name would be Untitled 2. Then Untitled 1 කියන එක ආයෙමට ඕනනම් හදන්න පුළුවන්. Because that name we didn't use, right? Save as means something like this. Because I want to give the name, right? මේ Untitled 2 කියන එක නම් කැත. I will change this name. Okay. And also here when you are you click on save as, you can change the path, right? Where you need to save this. Here I need to save this in under this folder, right? I'm saving it here. Okay, so that again you can do the close of the tab by simply click on close, right? මේ close කියන එක click කරලා ඒ ඔක්කොම ටික close කරලා දාන්න පුළුවන්. These are very simple things. And also guys, when it comes to the view, you can see three views: normal view, web view and full screen view. Normal view means the view that you are normally seeing, right? This will simply show if you take a print of this, how it will be look like. And when it comes to the web view, it shows how the document will look if we view that particular document using a web browser. Web browser එකට ගිහිල්ලා බැලුවොත් අපි කොහොමද ඒක පේන්නේ කියන එක තමයි web view එකෙන් පෙන්වන්නේ. full screen view එකෙන් පෙන්වන්නේ මේ අර උඩ තියෙන toolbars ටික ඔක්කොම අයින් වෙලා මෙයා full screen එකටම ගන්නවා මේ document එක. right? මේ document එක full screen එකටම අරන් තමයි එයා පෙන්වන්නේ. Here, this is the full screen. Okay, once I see ESC, I can come over from that full screen view. These three would be important because when it comes to the MCQ, ඔන්න ඔය වගේ ඒවා තමයි ළමයි දාන්නේ. අපිට කිව්වොතින් toolbar sign කරලා document එක විතරක් ගණනවා what is the view which we need to use කියලා. Then you should know we need to use full screen view කියන එක. right? ඔන්න ඔය වගේ තැන් වලින් තමයි questions එන්නේ. ඔයගලන්ට තේරෙයි දැන් අපි තව ටිකකින් අද මේ session එක ඉවර කරන්න කලින් past paper questions කරද්දි ඒ වගේ චූටි තැන් right? හරිම අස්සවල් වලින් තමයි මේගොල්ලන්ගේ questions මේ කියන part එකෙන් apply වෙන්නේ. right? That is for them to make sure that you are fluent in this type of software, right? Or to make it fluent කියලා බලාගන්න තමයි එහෙම කරන්නේ. Okay, getting familiarized with the working environment. මේක යටතේම තියෙන තව topic එකක්. අපි මේ කලින් කතා කරපු topic එක යටතේම these are the supported file formats. When you are saving your document, all these format types are supported by the Libreoffice. Simply, when you go into the save as, here you can see the document types. All these document types are supported by this Libreoffice. Here Word is there because I also have the Word documentation, Word software in my machine. Otherwise, you can see all the types which you can see here: ODT, OTT, ODM, RTF, HTML, just like a web page, and RTH, OXT. So these are the extensions. You don't need to buy hard these things, but you must be familiar that if we write a document using Libreoffice, all those formats will be supported by that particular document. right? අපිට කිව්වොතින් multiple choices නිසා select කරන්න කියලා Libreoffice එකෙන් හදන document එක support කරන්නේ මොන formats වලටද කියලා, then you should know that, right? Okay. Here you can refer your reference book, page number 22 to 44, to learn more about these things, I mean about the environment and all. So that is something extra for your self studies. Okay, so next we are going to learn how to type a simple document. This is very simple. Is everything going good? You guys hear me? Am I too fast? We have 25. If you cannot hear me or if there is an issue, please raise me, right? Don't wait till the end. And also if it is something urgent, I mean if I talk without sharing the screen or something like that, you can unmute and tell me. Do not put to the chat box because chat box I can see if only I come to this view, right? So please unmute and say if something happened. Okay, right. If there's any comment, I mean if you guys want me to slow down, then tell me. I'm going quite fast because this is something not that much hard as I feel. So if you want me to do slowly, just tell me, right? Okay, here we are going to see how to type a simple document working with text and symbols, right? අන්න හරි. දැන් අපි මෙතන ඇවිල්ලා ඉන්නේ. අපි මෙතනින් පොඩි ගමු sample text එකක්. Yeah, I have some sample text. I'm going to copy this and paste this into my Libreoffice. Okay. මෙතනදී ළමයි මේ මොනවාද රතු පාට ඉරි ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ because the spell check is enabled, right? spell check එක enable වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. මෙයා මේ spelling check කරලා කියනවා මොනවද මේ type කරලා තියෙන්නේ ඔක්කොම වැරදිනේ කියලා. because this is a sample test, right? මේ lorem ipsum කියන්නේ මේ I think latin වලින් තියෙන එකක්. එතකොට මේ ඒක නිසා මේ ඔක්කොම වැරදි නිසා තමයි මේව යටින් ඉරියෙන් දීලා තියෙන්නේ, right? Let's see whether is there any option to ignore that. There is option, but I'm not sure I could be able to find that. Check spell තියනවා. Ignore all. There's no option to ignore all me at once. Right, I ignore all the errors. Okay, so here what we are going to do is we are going to we are going to select some text, right? According to your note, here we can select text, sweep the mouse cursor over the text to use multiple clicks to select a word, right? This is something like this, guys. Suppose I want to select this word, මේ word එක විතරක් මට select කරන්න ඕනේ කියලා. Then what I can do is I can double click on it. මීට කලින් මේක දැනගෙන හිටියේ නැත්නම් බලන්න ගිහිල්ලා try කරලා even in the word this is possible, right? In Libreoffice we can select one particular word by double click on it. ඒක උඩ දෙපාරක් click කරලා ඒ word එක විතරක් අපිට click select කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේම අපිට ඕනනම් මේ row එකම select කරන්න. You need to do triple click. Alright. දැක්කද? මට මේ sentence එකම select කරන්න ඕන නම් මම මේක උඩ තුන් පාරක් click කරා. ඒ වගේම මට ඕන නම් මොකක් හරි කොටසක් select කරන්න මට පුළුවන්. ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේක නම් දන්නවනේ. click කරගෙන normal click කරගෙන පල්ලෙහාට ඇදගෙන එනවා, right? So that is how we can do the selecting. And then suppose you need to select all the words මොකක් හරි එක වචනයක් තියෙනවද හැමතැනම තියෙනවා. මේ හැමතැනම තියෙන lorem කියන word එක ඔයාලට select කරන්න ඕනේ. How you can do it is double click on this word and then click on the control button and then click the other words. Double click on the other words. මේ බලන්න. ඔන්න මට lorem කියන word එක select කරන්න ඕනේ හින්දා මම ඒ word එක double click කරලා select කරලා ඒ වගේ ඒ term එකම තියෙන අනිත් tag ටික හොයාගෙන ඇවිල්ලා double click කරලා select කරා. To do that you need to do selecting by clicking control button, right? control button එක click කරගෙන තමයි ළමයි මේක කරන්න ඕනේ. දැන් බලන්න මම මේ ඔන්න කිහිපයක්ම select කරනවා. very easy. ඔය විදිහට I can do that. lorem වෙන්න ඕනේ මොන හරි set of words ටිකක් දීලා තියෙනවා. You have to select those words out of the paragraph. Then you can click on the control button and double click on that particular word, and likewise you can continue the work. But if you didn't click the control button, then all the selection will go, right? කලින් select කරපු ඔක්කොමත් එක නැති වෙලා යනවා. හරි. ඕක තමයි simply මේ words ගොඩක් select කරන්න නම් අපිට කරන්න තියෙන්නේ. So this is also another very easy thing. try out කරලා බලන්න මේව පුළුවන් නේද කියලා. ඊට පස්සේ cut, copying and pasting. cut කරන්නේ කොහමද? cut කරන්න you can click on this and then cut කරන්න පුළුවන්. cut කරන් පස්සේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නව නේද ඒක paste එකට එනවා කියලා. here මම ආයෙ වෙන තැනකට ගිහිල්ලා I use short key. වෙන තැනකට ගිහිල්ලා මම ඒක right click කරලා paste කරොත් මෙන්න මට ඒක paste වෙනවා. see? And also if I want to copy something, I can select that word, then copy and then go to the relevant place and do the pasting. When we are using copy, it doesn't erase, right? cut එකේදී එක නැති වෙලා තමයි paste වෙන්නේ, but in copy එක තියෙද්දිම තමයි paste වෙන්නේ, right? ඊට පස්සේ ආයෙම අපිට ඕන නම් move කරන්න ඕන නම්, right? දැන් හිතන්න මට ඕනේ මේ word එක මෙන්න මෙතනට අරන් එන්න. How did I do that? කොහොමද මම ඒක කළේ? මම මේ word එක select කරා ළමයි. Then I drag it. මම මේ mouse එකත් click කරගෙන drag කරන් යනවා. මේ පේනවද කඩේක් තියෙනවා. To the place that we indicate by that line, we can take the word we dragging. ඒ drag කරන් එන word එක අරන් යන්න පුළුවන්. Right? That's about it. And also there is something called paste special. මෙන්න මෙහෙම හිතන්න. Oh. මෙහෙම හිතන්න. ඔන්න දැන් මම මෙතනින් මේ content එක copy කරගන්නවා. content එක copy කරගන්නවා. ඇවිල්ලා මම මේ Libre එකේ ඔන්න paste කරන්න හදන්නේ. මම මෙතනට ඇවිල්ලා paste එක දෙද්දි paste කියන එකට ගිහිල්ලා paste special එකට යනවා. paste special කියන්නේ මොකද්ද? paste special එකේදී මට එක එක options දෙනවා. unformatted text. මේකේ සමහරක් විට ඔය කටියට වෙන විදිහක් වෙන්න පුළුවන් පෙන්වන්නේ. පොඩි පොඩි icons වලින් පෙන්වනවා පුළුවන්. That is because of we are using two OSs, right? That's fine. Anyway, the objective is same. අපිට මෙතන පුළුවන් format කරන්න නැතුව unformatted text විදිහට දාගන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් more options ගිහිල්ලා කොයි විදිහටද මෙන්න මේක අපි මේ copy කරගත්ත text එක we should paste කියන එක we can decide. Here I keep it as unformatted text and do the pasting. අර කලින් තිබ්බ විදිහටම නෙවෙයි. දැන් මෙතන අපි ගත්තේ මේ බලන්න ඇෂ් කලර් වගේ ෆොන්ට් එකක් තියෙන්නේ. විකිපීඩියා කියන එක තියෙනවා බ්ලූ කලර් එකෙන්. හැබැයි මෙතනට එනකොට ඒ විදිහට දාවේ නෑ. This is in unformatted. This is as unformatted text. format වෙලා නැති normal text එකක් විදිහට තමයි අවිලා තින්නේ. reason එක තමයි මම normal paste කරන්නේ නැතුව paste කරේ paste special ගිහිල්ලා. අපි බලමු normal paste කරොත් මොකද වෙන්නේ කියලා. මෙන්න මම normal I use the short key. normal paste කරනවා. අන්න බලන්න normal paste කරාම අර මෙතන ගත්ත formatting ඒ විදිහටම වදිනවා නේද? ඒ නිසා දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මීට කලින් ඔය assignments එහෙම ලියද්දි කරද්දි reports එහෙම හදද්දි කොහෙන් හරි උස්සපු contents දානවා නම් හරි කරදර විදින්න නැතිනේ නේ. Don't do that. I'm not advise you to do that. Anyway, if you did something like that, you might face so many difficulties when you are going to match that content to your normal content. මොකද normal content එකේ තියෙන font type එක වෙනස්, font size එක වෙනස්. අර copy කරලා දාන එක වදින්නේ තව විදිහකට. එහෙම වෙලා තියෙනවා නම් අන්න ඒකට overcome කරන්න පුළුවන් විදිහක් තමයි ඉතින් මේක. But I am not advised to do that. Don't do that. But there might be some situations you have to refer the internet and write the come up with some reports. In that type of situation you can use, right? අන්න ඒ වෙලාවට ඒ copy කරගත්ත එක unformatted text ගිහලා paste as ගිහලා unformatted text ගිහලා paste කරොත් you can overcome that issue, right? Okay. And then let's see what's next. There is activity. You have to type the below paragraph and select the text as shown. දැන් මේ වගේ paragraph එකක් දීලා there might be a question by asking to do this type of selections, what is the way you should follow. ඔන්න ඊට පස්සේ කියන්න පුළුවන් shift එකත් එක්ක double click කර කර යන්න, ctrl එකත් එක්ක double click කර කර යන්න. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඒ words double click කර කර යන නිකම්ම select වෙනවා. Likewise they might give different type of answers, but you should be fluent enough to understand. To do this, definitely we should double click on that particular word and select that word, and then same time we should have to click the ctrl and go to the next word and select it. And also when go to the click on the ctrl, keep click on the ctrl and move to the next word, right? If you didn't keep on clicking the ctrl ඔක්කොම ටික නැති වෙලා යනවා, right? ඔක try එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් ඊට පස්සේ අහන්න පුළුවන් මේ issue එක ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ ඇයි? I'm telling you the type of questions that there can be, right? So what is the reason for this issue? This is because you have applied for the workspace, you have applied spell checker. Spell checker ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන හින්දා සහ special කියන එකේ spellings වැරදි නිසා මෙයාව underline වෙලා තියෙනවා, right? ඔන්න ඕක තමයි reason එක. ඔය විදිහට you have to be fluent enough to tell this was done by using this feature. This is because this feature, right? Likewise, you should be genius enough to tell that. Okay, learn how to select a vertical block or column of text that is separated by spaces or tabs. Spaces or tabs වලින් separate කරලා තියෙන vertical block or column එකක් select කරන්න හැටි බලන්න. Okay, that is for your self studies. You can do this activity as well. Okay, up to this point, if there is any thing to clarify, you can raise, or else is there anything special, you can take notes. මෙතනට වෙනකම් අපි මේකත් කළානේ. Up to here. All good? Right. Finding and replacing text. This is something like this, guys. We can find for one word. Suppose you got to know that in your report you cannot use the word we. We කියන එක use කරන්න බෑ. You කියන එක use කරන්න බෑ. Professional විදිහට තියෙන්න ඕනේ we you නැතුව normal form එකෙන් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ඕන කෙනෙක්ට apply කරන්න පුළුවන් විදිහට. Right? ඔය වගේ තැනකදී what you have to do is first you need to find where you have applied we. Yeah, we කියන තැන apply වෙලා තියෙන ටික බලන්න ඕනේ. ඊට පස්සේ එතනට ගැලපෙන වචනයක් තෝරගෙන you can do the replace. Right? එහෙම නැත්නම් සමහර වෙලාවට කියනවා ඔය මොකක් හරි word එකක් frequently use කරලා තියෙනවා මේ word එක කැතයි, this word is not match for this particular document, please replace this word with some other word. Right? එතකොට ඒ වගේ වෙලාවට first you have to find the word, right? Find that word. ඒ කියන්නේ මුලින්ම තියෙන වචනේ හොයන්න ඕනේ මුලින්ම මේ වචනේ කොයි තැන්වලද තියෙන්නේ කියලා. So that you can type that word and click on the find all, and then you can replace that word. Okay, let's get some hands-on experience from this by learning this part as well. Yes. Here spelling checker, this one I think we discussed. Sometimes there might be automatic spell checking applied, and also there might be grammar checker applied. Right? Let's see this spell checker and grammar checker. මේක තමයි මම අර කලින් කරේ මම ඉග්නෝර් කරගෙන ගියා නේද වැරදියාවෙන් පස්සේ මම ඉග්නෝර් කරගෙන ගියා. And also we can use synonyms, and if we want to have some more synonyms, we can go for thesaurus and find some more synonyms. Right? Here we can see the insertion of special characters. Right? By open this special character dialog box, you can insert some special characters. Okay, අපි ඒක බලමු. කොහොමද find and replace කරන්නේ? Find and replace කරන්න මම use කරනවා word එක in කියන word එක, right? In කියන word එක මම use කරනවා. බලමු කොහෙන්ද අපිට කරන්න තියෙන්නේ කියලා find and replace. Here, edit එකේ තියෙනවා find and replace. I want to find the word in. I want to find the word in and replace it using අපි දැන් නිකන් දාමු is කියලා දාමු. It's not match anyway, but we'll put it like that. හරි. එහෙම කරලා මම කියනවා replace all කියලා. අන්න බලන්න. in තිබ්බ තැන් ටික මතකයි නේද? අන්න බලන්න දැන් අපි එන is එක කරලා බලමු. is එක කරලා බලමු. is කියන එක බලන්න මම find all කරනවා. එතකොට බලන්න ළමයි මේ is කියන term එක තියෙන හැම තැනක්ම find all එකේදී අපිට select කරලා පෙන්නනවා. ඊට පස්සේ මම මේක replace කරනවා in කියලා. ඔන්න replace all කරා. අන්න බලන්න දැන් මේ is තිබ්බ හැම තැනම තියෙන්නේ in කියන word එක. අපි ආයම පාරක් නිකන් find කරොත් is කියන එක අපිට මේක is පෙන්වන්න විදියක් නැහැ. is නැහැ. ඒකයි මේ red color වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. Right? That is how we can perform the find and replace option. right? This would be really useful when you are doing some cases, right? සමහර වෙලාවට මේ වගේ දේවල් ඕන වෙනවා, but as we are not familiar with these things, we are doing it using very different methods. හරි අමාරු විදිහට වචන ගිහලා හොයලා කරනවා. හැබැයි මේ වගේ ලේසි විදිහකුත් තියාගෙන. Okay. And then what is the next one? Okay, let's make it column. Find and replace done. මෙතන තියෙන spell checker. Spell checker එක කොහෙද තිබුණේ? Spell checker see where's the spell checker? It should be in here. Tools, spelling, automatic spell checking. Tick කරලා තියෙන්නේ. දැන් මම මේකේ automatic spell checking tick off කරොත් ළමයි මේ red color වෙලා තියෙනවා නැති වෙන්න ඕනේ. අපි බලමු මේක apply වෙනවද කියලා. See, it was applied. Automatic දැන් මම spell check කරන්නේ නැහැ. වැරදිව පෙන්වන්නේ නැහැ. But if I tick on this automatic spell checking, it shows the incorrect wordings. තව මේකේ incorrect wordings තියෙනවා, but can you guys remember that earlier I ignore all the spell checkings? That's why it doesn't show all the spell errors, right? Here also we can see the word count and all. මේ තියෙන්නේ අපිට පුළුවන් treasurers වලට ගිහිල්ලා word එකක් කියලා මේකට synonyms බලන්න. මෙන්න මේ විදිහට කරොතින් ඔන්න do කියන word එක මම select කරලා tools වලට ගිහිල්ලා treasurers යනවා. අන්න do කියන එකට මට දාන්න පුළුවන් synonyms list එකක්ම මෙන්න මෙයා දෙනවා. Right? I can replace that by selecting one of the value. I can replace that do word as well, right? But I'm not going to do that. Likewise you can do. And also there is another option. We can include some synonyms by selecting that particular word. Right click on it and here you can see synonyms. මේ තියෙන්නේ synonyms. මේ තියෙන synonyms වලින් එකක් ගැලපෙන විදිහට බලලා කැමති විදිහට දාගන්න පුළුවන්. සමහරක් වෙලාවට ඔයගොල්ලෝ articles ලියද්දි when you need to have another word, what you guys did is මෙතන browse එකට යනවා synonyms for this word කියලා ඒ word එක ගහලා තමයි you guys will search synonyms. But you guys don't need to do that. Simply double click on that particular word, right click and go to the synonyms. Here the synonyms will not show because that is not a correct word. Here synonym, and then you can apply synonym as you prefer. Right. And then yeah, so and also there is another option that we can change the text type, right? Suppose we should write this title in a uppercase letter. So but I have already typed this. So now if someone asks me to make this uppercase, what I'm going to do is making එක මකාගෙන ඇවිල්ලා මේක ආයෙ caps lock on කරලා ගහන්න යනවා. අපිට ඊට වඩා ලේසි විදිහක් නැද්ද ළමයි මේක කරන්න? Definitely there is. What we can do is simply we can select the text and then go to the format and let's see whether is there any option to make it uppercase, bold, italic, strict through, superscript. මෙතන uppercase කරන්න. දැන් මම මේවා කියාගෙන යද්දි මෙන්න මේ options අමතක කරන්න බෑ. These are also some of the options that we can do, right? So you can simply click on uppercase and then your wording will become uppercase. You don't need to type it again by delete it. Delete කරලා ආයෙ type කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. Right? අන්න බලන්න වැඩ ලේසි කරන විදිහ අපි ගාවම තිබිලා තියෙනවා. මේවා අර පුංචි දේවල් හැබැයි වැඩ වෙලා තියෙන්නේ අපි සමහරක් විට මේක ගැන familiar නැති වෙන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් මේ term එකේ මට ඔක්කොම lower case කරන්න ඕනේ. මට මොකද්ද කරන්න පුළුවන්? මම යනවා formatting එකට ගිහලා text එකේ බලනවා lower case. ඔන්න ඔක්කොම lower case වුණා. ඊට පස්සේ මට ඕන කරනවා මෙයාව sentence case කරන්න. අපි බලමු මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ කියලා sentence case එකේදී. මේක මම දැක්ක මේ past paper එකකත් තිබුණා. sentence case එකකදී වෙන්නේ sentence එකක් විදිහට first letter එක capital වෙලා තියෙනවා. අනිත් letters ඔක්කොම simple, right? So that is what happened in the sentence case, right? Likewise, you can apply different case types and do some changes in your document according to the need, right? මේ තියෙන අපේ මේ එකේ තියෙනවා lecture note එකේ තියෙනවා upper case, all letters are capitalized. Lower case, no words except proper nouns are capitalized. Oh, this should be changed. There should be change applicable. Lower case කියන්නේ ළමයි ඔක්කොම simple type වෙනවා කියන එක. Cycle case, cycles the selected words through the upper case, lower case and capitalize every word, right? Every word will be capitalized. And then when it comes to sentence case, only the first word is capitalized together with any proper nouns. දැන් අපි දන්නවනේ සමහර nouns තියෙනවානේ capital වලින් මෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒවා අර නැත්තම් මේක capitalize වෙන්නේ first name එක first letter එක විතරයි. Capitalize every word is capitalized. Toggle case changes every letter to the opposite case. Here simple T, capital O, likewise capital G, capital L අර කලින් එකේම අනිත් පැත්ත. simple එකෙන් පටන් අරන් ඉතුරු ටික capital. Right? This is what we call toggle case. So these are the case types that we can have with the use of Libreoffice Writer. එන්න මෙතනින් තමයි යන්නේ format එකට ගිහිල්ලා text එකෙන් ඊට පස්සේ මේ ටික බලන්න පුළුවන්. Right. So let's move to the next part. Formatting documents. Here we are going to learn how to do the formatting, right? Change the format of the text that affects an entire paragraph or is different from the other paragraph in a document. මේ අපිට පුළුවන් ළමයි මෙන්න මේ කියන document එකේ style එක මොකක්ද කියලා select කරන්න. It might be a default style, character type එක, paragraph එකක් නම් කොහොමද paragraph එකේ එන්න ඕන font type එක ඔන්න ඔය කියන දේවල් ටික we can change, right? We can apply many formats to the paragraphs using the icons on formatting toolbar, format paragraph or the paragraph panel of the sidebar properties. View sidebar, right? මෙන්න මේ sidebar එකනොත් අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන්. දැන් කාගේ හරි කෙනෙක්ගේ sidebar එක if you can't find now, what you can do is go to the view and check whether sidebar is tick on. මෙතින් මගේ දැන් sidebar එක tick on වෙලා තියෙනවා. If I tick off this, that sidebar will be removed, right? So you have to tick on it to see the sidebar. And then formatting toolbar. These are some of the icons and formats. When it comes to this particular interface, here you can see we can find 19 options. The first one, align left. The second one, align center. If we want to align our paragraph into the left, we use this one. And if we want to align our paragraph into the center, we use this one. And to the right, this one. Align justify. හැමතැනටම සමානව බෙදලා යන විදිහට align කරගන්න we use this one, right? And 5. If we want to have a list with bullets, then we can use this bullet. And the sixth one is numbering. If we want to have some list with numbers, then we can use this numbering one. And 7 means we can change the background color of that particular paragraph using this icon. And 8, increase spacing. Suppose I need to increase the space between two lines of my paragraph, I can use this. Decrease spacing, I can use 9th option. And then again 10, indentation, right? Increase the indent. Suppose I need to keep some indent in first sentence, I start it here, and when it comes to the second sentence, I need to keep some indent and write it, so that I can use this indentation, right? ඊට පස්සේ 11th one, decrease indent, hanging indent. Okay, 13, above paragraph spacing. Above paragraph mean paragraph එක පටන් ගන්න කලින් space එක වැඩි කරනවා. Below paragraph mean paragraph එක පටන් ගන්නතර පස්සේ space එක වැඩි කරනවා. Indent from left, indent from right, indent from first line, line spacing, more options, open paragraph dialog. Right. Let's see these all these icons once we go to the LibreWriter again. And then again, alignment options. We can use alignment options as we studied earlier. If we align the text into the left, then we can see the text aligned to the left. වම් පැත්තට බර වෙලා තමයි text එක තියෙන්නේ. ඉවර වෙන හැම වාක්‍යයක්ම ඉවර වෙන්නේ මේ බලන්න left side එකට බර වෙලා. And also if we align our text to the right, right එකට align කරොත් මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? right පැත්තට දකුණු පැත්තට බර වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. මේ මෙන්න මෙතන නම් මේක ඇවිල්ලා center කරපු එකක්. මෙන්න මේ sentence එකත් මෙන්න මේ පැත්තේ ළමයි තියෙන්නේ. right එකට align කරා නම්. ඊට පස්සේ centered නම් it will be in the center, and then justified නම් මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? සමානව හැම තැනටම ඒ particular section එකේ හැම තැනටම විහිදිලා යන විදිහට තමයි justified නම් තියෙන්නේ. right? අපි බලමු. නෑ අපි මේ ටිකත් බලලා යමු එතනට. Line and paragraph spacing මේ බලන්න. We can keep some line spacing. line space එක වැඩි කරන්න පුළුවන්. And paragraph indentation මේ බලන්න. ඉඩක් තියලා තමයි paragraph එක පටන් අරන් තියෙන්නේ. ඊට පස්සේ මෙතන මේ first line එකට පස්සේ there is another indent, right? Okay. And then again we can use some borders, drop caps, area, transparency, outline and numbering. Drop caps is something important. ඔගොල්ලෝ දැකලා ඇති when we are referring to the newspapers, we can see the first letter of the newsletter is quite big. That is because they use drop caps, enlarge the letters, right? Area means we can fill the paragraph area, and also the transparency is also same kind of thing. When it comes to the outline and numbering, what we can do is we can put some list type of style, and we can include some numbering, right? We'll practice these things once we go to the document. And then again this tab position, left tab, right tab, center tab, decimal tab. Okay, here there is an activity from that tab position thing. You can try out this. Okay, let's go to the Libreoffice Writer and see how we can perform these options we discussed here. Okay, the first thing we discussed is alignment. Alignment එක ගත්තම ළමයි ඔන්න බලන්න මම දැන් මේ paragraph එක තමයි ගන්නෙ. මේ paragraph එක මම අරගෙන මම මේක paragraph style කියලා dialog box එකක් තියෙනවා කිව්වේ මෙන්න මේක තමයි. මේකෙනුත් අපිට කරන්න පුළුවන්. May not say that I can't get into meeting. Are you here? Oh. I didn't notice that. Likewise, if you, in case if you didn't I didn't admit you to the meeting, you can simply put a WhatsApp message, because once I open the another tab, I couldn't see that. Okay, right. And then here you can select the paragraph and then click on the left align. Now it's left aligned, right? Here it is center. ඔන්න මම center කරලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ වගේම right align නම් මෙන්න බලන්න right align දකුණ පැත්තට බර වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. And justified නම් මේක හැම තැනටම විහිදිලා යන විදිහට තියෙනවා. Right? Normally in a proper documentation we always follow the justify format, right? අපි හැම වෙලාවෙම use කරන්නේ justify කියන type එක. And then again you can use bullet. අපි හිතමු මෙන්න මේ වගේ sentence කීපයක් තියෙනවායි කියලා ඔයාලට පෙන්නන්න. What you can do is you can have the bullet list from here, and then you can have bullets like this. End එකක් දුන්න ගමන් මාව අලුත් bullet එකකට අරන් යනවා. And also if you want to have bullet with an indent, simply you can go to that particular bullet and click on tab. tab එක click කරාට පස්සේ ළමයි ඒකේ යටතේ තියෙන දෙයක් විදිහට තමයි ඊගව bullet එක එන්නේ. මේකෙන් ආපස්සට එන්න ඕන නම් what you can do is shift tab. shift එකයි tab එකයි දෙකම එකපාරේ බුවම ඔයාව ආයේ ආපස්සට එනවා. උදාහරණයක් විදිහට මෙහෙම හිතන්න. now you want to create a list like this. subjects කියලා දානවා. subjects කියලා දාලා මම subjects ටික දාන් යනවා maths, science, A level math science, history and bucket 1 කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. මම මේ O level refer කරලා ලියන්නේ. මේ ටිකට ඔක්කොම මට ළමයි පුළුවන් bullet list එකක් create කරන්න. I can select all this list and then click on the bullet list. Right? Just give me 1 minute.
Issue all the best කියලා මම මොකක්ද යන්නේ?
Thank you so much.
එච්චරයි. same to you යනවා.
කවුද ඔයාගේ වයසේ මෙක්කෙනෙක් නම් same to you කියලා යවන්නේ? Sorry guys. Right, in here under the bucket 1 subjects you need to have art, drama and තමනද dancing ඔන්න ඔය ටික තියෙනවා. දැන් මේක ළමයි අපිට ඕන කරන්නේ මේ bucket 1 කියන list එක ඇතුළේ. So what we can do is we can click on tab. මේ විදිහට select කළා මම tab එකක් දානවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඔයගලන්ට පුළුවන් මේක type කරද්දිම මෙයාව මෙහෙම එකින් එක දාගෙන එන්න. right? ඊට පස්සේ අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන් ඩාන්සින් වලක් තියෙන මේ මෙතන මියුසික් උත් තියෙනවා කියලා හිතමු. මියුසික් යටතේ තියෙන ඕනනම් දෙකක් වෙස්ටර්න් ඊස්ටර්න්. අන්න බලන්න මං ආයම කළේ මොකද්ද මියුසික් එක ඇතුළට ගිහිල්ලා ටැබ් එකක් ගැහුවා. එතකොට එයා ගන්න යාව තව ටැබ් එකක් ඇතුළේ. Likewise you can maintain list levels. අපි මේකට කියනවා list levels maintain කරනවා කියලා. ඒ විදිහට ඔයාලට පුළුවන් list levels maintain කරන්න. මේ bullet icons වෙනස් කරගන්න පුළුවන් by selecting these bullet types. මේ ඇවිල්ලා solid large තියෙනවා, diamond තියෙනවා. There are so many features like that. Right? ඔය තමයි අපිට bullets use කරන්න පුළුවන් විදිහ. And again line spacing. line spacing ගැන කිව්වොත් දැන් හිතන්න මට මෙන්න මේ ටිකක් එක ගොඩේ වගේ. Now I need to keep a line space, right? What I can do is select that particular section and go to this spacing. Here I am going to click on space 1. Space 1 means the same way. When I click on space 1.15 චුට්ටක් ඉඩාවනේ. This is quite good, but I want to increase some more 1.5, right? Sometimes we need to do these things ne සමහරක් වෙලාවට අපිට මේ වගේ දේවල් කරන්න ඕන වෙනවා. So simply we can use increase line space and select the amount, select the value that we need to keep the space, right? So that is about it. And also again you can use the paragraph indentation by using the tab එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ ළමයි space 4ක් 1 space වලින් කියනවා නම් 4 spaces වලට තමයි අපි කියන්නේ tab එකක් කියලා. Here I am getting some more නේ. හරිනේ space 4ක් තමයි tab එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ. ඊට පස්සේ ආය අපිට පුළුවන් ඔය tabs උත් left tab, right tab, center tab, decimal tab කියලා කරන්න. I'm not going to describe that part because the next activity is based on it, right? Slide number 32, right? So the next third homework is slide number 32. Please do these homeworks, please try out these things. That is why we have included this as activities, right? මේවා activity වල විදිහට දාලා තියෙන්නේ because you guys need to try out these things, right? මේවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ try කරන්න ඕන නිසා. ඊට පස්සේ අපි ආවතින් formatting characters කියන එකට බලන්න. Formatting characters. Here we can apply different formats to characters. Use the buttons on the formatting toolbar, right? By using this button on the formatting toolbar, we can apply different font types, font styles, font sizes, right? Likewise we can apply. And also if need we can do bold, italic, underline, prick through, and this is a kind of shading thing. I couldn't remember the name for that. බලමු මොකක්ද ඒකට කියන නම කියලා. Toggle shadow. මේ බලන්න මෙන්න මෙහෙම එකක් පොඩි ලස්සනක් තියෙනවා ඒකේ. මෙතන පොඩි emboss ගතියක් එනවා එකෙන්. Toggle shadow. මේ terms මතක තියාගන්න ළමයි. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට එන questions ඇවිල්ලා මේ වගේ document එකක picture එකක් දානවා. Then they ask what is the feature? What is the feature they use for this? Right? If you write bold for this, then you might not get you might not get marks, right? You will get minus mark because this is not a bold. Here you can see some kind of shadow. That means this is a Toggle shadow, right? And also if it is something like this, you should not write this is a Toggle shadow, this is a bold. And also if they use italic as well, then you can simply say bold and italic. And if it is underlined also, then you can say bold, italic, underline. If it is stick through කියලා කියන ළමයි කපලා දාලා තියෙනවා ඒක ලියලා. Very simple. And also the next point is formatting characters. Character formatting include font name, font size in points, bold, italic, underline, double underline, overline, stick through, outline. Superscript, subscript mean ළමයි ඔය power එකක් වගේ ලියනවා නම් we can use superscript. ඒ වගේම log base වගේ ලියනවා නම් we can use subscript. Uppercase, lowercase mean capital and simple letters. Increase font size, decrease font size, font color, background color, highlighting. Those are the options. Here let's see this superscript one. 2 to the power 2, and I want to superscript 3. See, if I want to do this subscript log base, here I have to off this and on this whenever I need this. Log on subscript and then type 2, here log 2 to the power n. N ගහන්න ඕනේ මට base එකේ නම් what I can do is off the subscript and then type n, right? That's about it, right? And then අනිත් ඒවත් you can try out, highlight නේ, those are very simple things. And this a with color is used to change the font color of the text එකේ font color එක වෙනස් කරන්න තමයි මේක තියෙන්නේ. Same like the word guys, very small differences are there, right? Very small differences are there. The only thing is forward you are not paying, you are using it without having proper permissions. But when it comes to the Libreoffice, you don't need to have permission. You are not doing any wrong thing, right? Because you don't need to buy any license. You are feel free to use that. That is the difference, right? So you can freely use this Libreoffice. Formatting numbered or bullet list. I'm not going to tell this again because I don't know why I did that. කලින් තිබ්බ නෑනේ, but anyway I have covered that නේ. Yeah. So I'm not going to talk about that bullet format again, but when it comes to the number format, we can use the number format here and see. අපි බලමු number format එක දාලා මේකට. අන්න බලන්න number format එක දැම්මම 1 2 3 4 කියලා පටන් ගත්තා. As this is in another level, this again start from the 1 2 3 4, and this one also is in another level. This again start from the 1 2, right? So if I want to get this back to the this particular level 1, what I can do is shift plus tab, then it will come to the first level. ඊට පස්සේ අර යාගේ අන්තිමට තිබ්බ number එකේ ඉඳලා continue වෙගෙන යනවා. Here also I can do that. I'm clicking shift with tab. Shift එකයි tab එකයි දෙකම එකට ඔබනවා. එයාට එහෙම වෙන්නේ. Okay, likewise we can do that change I made here. I will tell you අපිට පුළුවන් මෙතනින් මේවේ තියෙන places ඒවා මේවා වෙනස් කරන්න by using these, right? We can put the cursor into the place where we need to change and do the changes, right? And then okay, there's another activity. Type the text in Libreoffice Writer and format the list as shown below. මේක type කරන්නලු, මේක type කරලා format කරන්නලු. මේක format කරද්දී මුලින් අඳුරගන්න what are the formats applied here? What are the formats applied here? මොනවද apply වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? bold තියනවද? bold වෙච්ච text ඒවා තියනවද? නෑ, එහෙම මුකුත් නෑ. But see guys, the font type is different, right? If you are using a Calibri as the default font type, I don't know whether Calibri is there. This one default using Helvetica. In my device, it use Helvetica normally as the default font type. So when it comes to this activity, this text is from Times New Roman, guys, right? Some of you might not familiar about the font type. Anyway, that's okay. You can get that familiarity once you get into the use of this word processing software. මේ අකුරු ජාතිය බලපු ගමන් ඔයගලන්ට කියන්න පුළුවන් මේ මොකක්ද type එක කියලා. I think when it comes to this format, I think this is Calibri. මං හරිනම් මේක Calibri වෙන්න ඕනේ. සමහරක් විට Arial වෙන්න නැත්නම් හැබැයි Arial or Calibri definitely, right? And when it comes to this format, this is Times New Roman. So font type should be Times New Roman, and then there is a bullet list. Bullet list එකේ බලන්න දැන් ඔයා normally bullet list එක දාද්දි icon එක ආවේ කොහමද? අපි normally bullet list එක දාද්දි icon එක ආවේ කොහමද? මෙන්න මේ විදිහට. Here you need to change the icon to that icon that they given. අපි බලමු මොකක්ද යාලා දීලා තිබුණේ මෙන්න මේ වගේ එකක්. why අන්න බලන්න change වුණා. Is this session being recorded? Yes, Minosh. I'm sorry about that. I didn't notice that you were in the admit pool. That's why I didn't able to accept you. But I think you can cover up the part that we discussed is from the recording, because this was recorded from the beginning. Okay. So that's about it. You can do this activity. I can give it some time to do this activity, but I don't think each and everyone is having the Libri Writer නේ. අනික කටිය දාගත්තද Libri Writer එක මේ කියලා දෙන අතරතුරේ ඒ වැඩේ කරාද නැද්ද? You guys want some time to try out these things, because I discussed so many things. If you are new to the word processing software, there is some more things to learn, right? I mean, if you are not a new person to word processing software, this would be very easy thing to you all, right? මේක හරිම ලේසි දෙයක් වෙයි ඔය කට්ටියට. හැබැයි word processing software කියන එකට වැඩි ඇවිල්ලා නැත්නම් ටිකක් අලුත් නම් චුට්ටක් වැඩක් තියෙනවා. අද අපි ටිකක් දේවල් කතා කරපු නිසා. All good? Right. I cannot see any response from you guys, so I think all going well. If there's any concern, if there's anything you cannot understand, you can raise, right? Make a try out කරන්න. මේ ඇවිල්ලා slide number 36, right? So now this is the 4th homework. Okay. So next we are going to move to the formatting, right? Formatting pages. In pages, guys, we can have headers, footers, page numbers, title pages, footnotes and endnotes, borders and backgrounds. We can have all these things, right? Formatting pages using basic layout styles. There is something called page break. By using the page break, we can go to new page, right? මම පෙන්නන්නම් මේක. And also when it comes to page margin, here I think you have noticed this in our document as well. There is something called something like this, so we can change this. By default it's like this, but we can, whenever we change the layout, this margin will be changed, right? Creating headers and footers. Headers means something which applicable for all the pages in our document, right? දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේක නම් presentation එකක්නේ. අපි මෙන්න මේ document එක ගත්තොත් ඉතින් මේක මම හිතන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට හම්බෙලා ඇත්තේ. මේක ගත්තොත් මේ බලන්න හැම page එකකම තියෙනවා මෙන්න මේ copyrights 2022 Aurora computer studies කියන එක. බලන්න. Do you guys think that we typed this sentence in each and every page? No guys, we didn't type that. That is because we included this text as the footer, right? Footer එකක් විදිහට දාලා තියෙන නිසා මේක හැම එකටම ඇවිල්ලා තියෙනවා. And also this page number you can find නේ මේ විදිහට තියෙනවා. header කියලා කියන්නේ දැන් මේකට කියන්නේ පල්ලෙහා තියෙන නිසා අපි ඒකට කියන්නේ footer කියලා. මේකම අපි උඩින් දාලා තියෙනවා නම් top of the document, if it appears, we call it as header. For each page there is something called header and footer. Here's how we can create headers and footers. I'll show this. And numbering page also we can do. Formatting footnotes and endnotes. Footnotes appear at the bottom of the page on which they are referenced. Endnotes are collected at the end of the document. Add a footnote and endnote into a document. Identify the difference between a footnote and an endnote. Okay, that is something for you guys. You please mark this again. Slide number 43. You have to do this as the homework. Okay, let me show you these options using Libreoffice. Okay, what was there? Here we can see by using the insert. Suppose I need to go to a new page. I need to go to new page. Use after this particular section. Is that? හරි අපි බලමු මෙන්න මේ කියන page break වැඩේ කරන්නේ කොහොමද කියලා. Suppose here I need to go to a new page, right? I don't want to keep everything in one page. From here onwards I want to create a new page. So what can I do is go to the point where I want to have a new page and go to insert, hopefully insert, and click on page break. Then what will happen is all the content after that particular place will shifted to a new page. මේ ටික හිස්ව තියෙනවා. I can write anything here, right? මම මේක මේ පල්ලෙහාට ලිව්වා කියලා ළමයි. මේක පල්ලෙහාට යන්නේ නැහැ. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝගේ තියෙන experience එක මොකද්ද? මේ වගේ දෙයක් කරන්න ඕන නම් කරන්නේ. I can remember even myself in grade 7 8 වගේ ඔය වගේ වැඩ කරලා තියෙනවා. මේව enter ගහගෙන පල්ලෙහාට යනවා. Don't do that. Now you know how to do that properly. Insert කරනවා, page break කරනවා, අලුත් page එකකට යනවා. Right? අරම insert ගාගෙන ගියාම මොකද්ද වෙන්නේ? අවුල ළමයි. මෙහෙම හිතන්නකො insert ගහලා insert නෙමෙයි enter ගහලා ඔයා පල්ලෙහාට යනවා කියලා. What will happen at the end of the day? මෙන්න මෙතන හදිස්සිය හරි මොකක් හරි වෙනස්කමක් කරලා enter දෙක තුනක් ගහලා ඔන්න ඔහම ගහලා එනකොට මේ ටිකත් ඔක්කොම මෙන්න පල්ලෙහාට යන්න පටන් අරන්. This one also going down, right? So the best way that you can do this is rather using enter, go insert and page break. Then the page will be break and all the content after that will be moved to the new paper, new sheet, not new document, new page, right? So that is a one way. ඒක තමයි කරන්න පුළුවන් හොඳම විදිහ. ඊට පස්සේ හිතමු අපි අපිට ඕනේ කියලා header එකක් දාගන්න. Okay, I want to include header. Here you can see header default page style. Here I can go to the insert also to include header. අමේ තියන්නේ නැහැ. Header and footer. Header. Insert එකට ගිහලා I can find the header and here I am going to where's header? I can't see that. Okay, here I can type my header. This is a test document, right? I want to make this center. Alright, දැන් ළමයි මම මේකේ තියෙන ඕන page එකකට ගියත් මට මේ content එක header එකේ තියෙනවා ඕන තැනක. even I'm in a page number 2, right? මම හිතන්නේ මම මෙතනින් page break එකක් ගහලා තව අලුත් page එකකට යනවා කියලා. මෙන්න මේ ටිකත් අරගෙන මෙතනින් page break එකක් ගහලා අරන් යනවා. that is not good නේ. අපි මෙතනින් page break එකක් ගහමු. insert page break. See here, now I have 3 pages. So each and every page this header is there. That is because it's a header. ඒක හැමතැනම තියෙනවා. And similarly we can include the footer. I can include copyright. Oh, see එක ගන්න නැද්ද? copyrights කියලා දාමු. ඔන්න ඔය වගේ දැම්මම that copyright sentence is appearing each and every page. මට ඕන නම් මේක ටිකක් දැන් මේක ටිකක් ash color වගේ කරන්න. I can do that, right? ඊට පස්සේ මේක size එකත් ටිකක් අඩු කරන්න. පොඩි footer look එකක් ගන්න මම මේ හදන්න. I'm trying to get a footer look for this, right? I can do that. මගේ spellings වැරදිනේ. copyrights එක තැනක change කරාම දැක්කනේ ඔක්කොම තැන් ටික හැදෙනවා. Likewise you can include footer. And suppose I need to include numbers. How can I do that? Go to insert and check where's the page number. Here you can see page number, and the page numbers will be appear to here. එතකොට මම page number එක එතනට දානවා නම් copyrights කියන එක අපි tab දෙක තුනක් දාලා අනිත් පැත්තට දාගමු. Right? Likewise you can include page numbers. So that is why what we call header and footer. Header and footer කියන්නේ ඔන්න ඔකට. page margins වෙනස් කරන්නත් පුළුවන්. page margins බලමු කොහොමද page margins වෙනස් කරන්නේ කියලා. margins, see where's the margin is. View, edit, not from the view. Anyone who'd like to support me? Format ticket නෙවෙයි. Format ticket දමන්න නේද? Page style. Here you can see page style එකේ ළමයි තිබුණේ. අපිට මේක ආවේ කොහෙන්ද? format එකේ page style එකට ගියාම I can find that. page style එකේ දැන් මෙතන තියෙන A4 format එක, or else I can go for a letter format නේද? A3 නෑ. ඔව් මේ තියෙන්නේ B5 තියෙන එක sizes තියෙනවා. Let's keep it as A4 anyway. And then left margin එක අරන් තියෙනවා 2 centimeters. If I want I can change it. Now I'm going to change it to 0.5. හැම එකම 0.5 දාන් යනවා. මොකද දැන් මගේ document එක ලොකු වෙන්න ඕනේ මේක කරාට පස්සේ. Let's see whether it happens. Apply. Page numbers තියනවානේ. Okay, let me apply. The margin settings are out of print range. Do you still want to apply these settings? Yes, I want to, because I'm not going to print this. I just want to test this. Yes, okay. Here මේ බලන්න කලින්ට වඩා මගේ මේ ස්පේස් එක වැඩි වෙලා නේද? කලින් තිබුණ 2 කියන range එකේ, but now it becomes 0.5 ne? Okay, I click on CTRL-Z and get back to my previous version because that is more convenient. Right, that's about it. And then you can try out this footnote and endnote activity, right? Footnote and endnote activity you can try out it. Numbering pages done. That's that activity. Add a footnote and endnote. You can try out that. I'm not going to do that. And then adding borders and backgrounds. Adding borders and background, this is also something very easy. Here in the format page style, we notice that border, right? So simply you can include border. Then we can include border. We can apply this. Once we apply this, we can see the border. Likewise, you can apply. And then again, you can add some backgrounds. Go to the area, and there are non-color gradient bitmap pattern. Likewise, you can apply. Working with styles. Working with styles. Working with styles, improve the consistency in the document, make major formatting changes easy. Paragraph styles, character styles, page styles, frame styles, list styles, table styles. So these are the main styles which LibreOffice contains. Out of these styles, we have touched this page styles, right? We have touched this page style, and also paragraph styles and character styles also we touched somewhat. The others also, the list styles also we touched. Table and frame we will be touching in coming slides. So these are some of the styles which LibreOffice supports, guys. Okay, so before moving to the styles, let me show that how to add background colors. Otherwise I didn't do that. No, let me go to the format and page style, and here if I click on the area, you can see the colors. Here I would like to add as it is a text document, let's add this color. Oh, you can see this is quite annoying, so I removed that. Right, ඊට පස්සේ work with templates, right? A document model that is used to create other document. One can create new templates, edit existing templates, add templates from other sources, organize templates. Templates in the sense, lamai, it's a pre-created document. You can add some values, and you can it's a pre-created one, means there are some headings, font types, right? You just need to change the content of it, right? The same template, same formattings, you can apply it according to your preference. If you want to change them as well, you can do that. So if you want to change them, there's no point of using template anyway, right? Template එක පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ power presentation එහෙම හදාදී සමහර කට්ටිය template use කරනවා. ඒකෙන් කරන්නේ මොකද්ද? අර slide presentation එක පටන් ගන්නෙද්දී එන title page එකේ ඒකින්දලා පොඩි අර consistency එකක් තියෙනවා. අපි හිතමු title page එක ආවේ yellow වලින් කියලා. එහෙනම් එතන ඉඳන් එයා හැම පැත්තෙම yellow කැල්ලක් පෙන්නනවා. අර ඒ වගේ පොඩි එකම template එකක් එක පැත්තට එක විදිහට යන consistency එකක් පෙන්නනවා. For the writer as well, there are some templates. You can create templates, and also you can edit existing templates, and also you can add templates. For that, you can refer your reference book and do some sort of self studies, because you are not asking to create templates in the examination paper, but there might be some questions which will be covering this template part, like what are the things that you can do with templates. So to answer those type of questions, you should have a have an idea about, we can create, we can edit existing ones, we can add new, we can organize. Likewise, you should have some knowledge, right? Ek lokuවට questions in a පැත්තක් නෙවෙයි ඒ නිසා. But anyway, you should refer the reference book and find out these things. Working with graphics and objects, we can use we can use the drawing tools, and also we can add shapes, and we can add some images. We can use font work, right? I'll show you this. And adding images to the document, we can add images to the document and do the typing, do the writing of the document. And also, once we added the image, we can decide whether we write on the image, whether we shift this image to the backward, right? Likewise, we can decide. Activity, again, add an image into document using the above mentioned ways. මෙන්න මේ කියන විදි වලට image එකක් apply කරලා බලන්නලු. Right? Working with drawing tools, you can work with these drawing tools. You can draw some shapes, right? Lines, curves, happy faces, arrows, stars, comments. There are so many shapes that you can use, similar like Microsoft Word. Here there are some names for them. You just know, you don't need to buy hard these things, because I think by looking at these shapes you can say the name, right? So that so just reading would be enough. Anyway, you need to understand, if they're given with the image or something like this, you need to understand this was drawn using Libreoffice, right? මේක Libreoffice use කරලා කරන්න පුළුවන් කියන දෙයක් කෙනෙකු ඔයාලට තේරෙන්න ඕනේ. Draw the picture shown below using drawing tools in Libreoffice Writer. This is quite interesting. You can draw this drawing by using Libreoffice Writer, right? Libreoffice Writer එක use කරලා බලන්න try එකක් දීලා මේක කරන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා. Let me see. අපි බලමු. මේකේ මේ board එක දාලා හරි කැතයි නේද? Let's remove that. Scale up. I want to scale down. I removed the border because it's quite annoying. So let me work with some drawings. Show draw functions. Okay, here are the functions. I want to have a happy face. Why? Okay, and I'm going to draw this one. Likewise, you can do drawing මේ විදිහට පුළුවන් drawing tools පාවිච්චි කරලා අඳින්න. And also I think you can change the colors of these drawings. බලන්න මේකට මෙහෙම තියලා හරියන්නේ නැහැ නේ. Let's change the color. Here, by using this, you can change the color. Colors are not much nice. Okay, likewise you can do changes and add in some colors. Work with adding some colors, right? And again you can insert images, right? Insert image. අපි හිතන්න insert කරගන්න ඕනේ කියලා image එක. I don't think I have an image to insert. Let me download one. Let's take Apple. Let me download this. Save image to downloads. Okay, done. So now I'm going to insert that particular image to here. Go to downloads. Libreoffice would like to access files in you. Okay, now I'm going to insert this. Okay, you can scale up, zoom in, zoom out, right? Likewise you can do some changes. Okay, here you can if you need, you can crop. I don't need to crop this actually because this is in a good size. if I click on the original size, this will appear in the original size. මේක තමයි original size එක image එකේ. But ඒක ටිකක් පොඩි වැඩි. So I'm going to scale it up. And then if I want to wrap this, wrap mean lamai when I write something within this image. Suppose I'm going to write a content. Become sample content එකක්. spell check එක off කරලියම නැත්නම් මේක රතු පාට වෙනවා. Tools spell check off. අන්න බලන්න. මම wrapping කරලා තියෙන්නේ text එක ඇතුලේ ලියවෙන්නේ නැහැ. text එක වටේ මෙයා ලියවෙනවා. නේද? මෙන්න මේ තියෙන format එකෙන් තමයි මම wrapping එක කරලා තියෙන්නේ. මේ format එකට ගියා නම් image එක මැදට දාලා එයාට ලියන්න පුළුවන් හැමතැනම එයා ලියනවා. දැන් මෙතනදී ළමයි මෙයා මේ ඉඩ ටික අත්හැරලා. right? මේ ඉඩ ටික අත්හැරලා. Here if I go for the format like this, අන්න මෙයා මේ මැද ටිකත් අත්හැරලා තියෙන්නේ. And if I go for this one we called parallel. This one we call parallel, and when it comes to this one we call optimal. And then before මෙහෙම හිතන්න. මුලින් තියෙන තැන්ට එකට විතරයි යා contents apply කරන්නේ. And when it comes to the after, it will be like this, the opposite of before. And when it comes to through කියන එකේදී image එක අද්ද කියන එක ප්‍රශ්නයක් නෑ. එයා ලියාගෙන යනවා ඔක්කොම ටික. පේන්නේ නෑ. පේන්නේ නැති එකටත් විසඳුමක් තියෙනවා. What we can do is we can click on the image. And then we can arrange. We can go to arrange and we can move this image to the back, right? From here also you can do this. Right now it's in the bring to front. ඒක දැනට තියෙන ඉස්සරහට අරන් ඇවිල්ලා අපිට පුළුවන් forward 1 කරන්න. හැබැයි මේ forward 1 කරලා වැඩක් නැහැ. මේ තියෙන situation එකේදී we need to do is send this to back, right? So how can I send this to back? Back 1. Send to back, but it doesn't work. Send to back. Seems that that feature doesn't work, ne? මේක තාම develop වෙන එකක් නිසා සමහර features වැඩ කරන්නේ නැති අවස්ථා තියෙනවා ළමයි. So we have to tolerate that. දැන් බලන්න මේක දැන් normal වෙන word editor tool එකක කරා නම් මේ වගේ content එකකුත් එක්ක මෙන්න මෙහෙම තියනවා නම් CSC and the image is there කියලා හිතන්න. මෙන්න මම මෙන්න image එක තියනවා. මම මෙයාව send to back කරොත් this should work. Here I am in this one. Okay. මට මෙයාව මම wrap කරෝතින් මේක පොඩි කරමු අපි ටික. මෙතන මෙන්න මෙහෙම තියනකොට මම මෙයාව back කරෝතින් it normally goes why the arrangement cannot be seen. Text none. Here also I can't see that option anyway in page as well. But this should work, guys. Maybe try in your machines. Sometimes it might work. Bring to front කිව්වම bring to front වෙනවා. Arrange එකේ bring forward 1 forward 1 වෙනවා. මේක අපි send back කරාම when we click on the send to back, this should happen. I don't know why it doesn't show to me. you guys can try out this. Sometimes for you guys this might work. බලමු මේ වෙන තැනකට දාලා වැඩි වෙනවද කියලා. send to back එතනදී වුණා නේ. මොකක් හරි අතන පොඩි issue එකක් තියෙනවා. here මම මේ shape එකකින් පිටිපස්සට දාන්න හැදුවම එයා ගියා නේද? මෙතන මට ඒක කරන්න දුන්නේ නැහැ. I will check that and let you know. But here normally arrange function can be formed by click on the arrange, and then suppose if I want to take this to the front, then I can arrange bring to front. Then our shapes වලින් ඇඳපු එක පිටිපස්සේ තියෙන. Likewise we can do, right? Okay. And then delete, export and compressing images. Simply you can delete and also export, and also you can compress the image, right? To compress the image, what you can do is resize large images to fit into the layout of the page. Right click on the image and choose compress. Calculate button, update the image information, set each parameters as desired, click OK to apply the compression. Let's see whether we can see the compression. I'm not sure. Here we can see. Here calculate new size. Once we do the compressing, it might reduce -1% and the new size will be 54 kilobytes. Likewise we can do the compression if needed, right? So now here I'm not going to do that. And then positioning images with text. This is what we did. Likewise you can arrangement කියලා තිබේ මෙන්න මේක තමයි ළමයි තියෙන්නේ. The placement of an image on imaginary vertical axis. Arrangement controls how images are stacked upon each other or relative to text. That is what we try to do. I thought that is a mistake with my Libreoffice Writer, but I think it's not a mistake anyway. There is some issue when we are try to perform that task with a paragraph. එක shape එකක් එක්ක කරන්න දෙනවා, but when it comes to the paragraph there is some issue, right? See, rotate is possible. අර through එකේදී පොඩි issue එකක් තියෙනවානේ. දැන් මෙතන rotate එක වැඩ කරෙත් නෑ එතනදී. දැක්කද? reset rotation. පොඩි issue එකක් තියෙනවා. දැක්කද ළමයි? ඒකේ මම ආයෙමත් එකකට ගියාම තමයි එයාගේ reset function එක වැඩ කරන්නේ. දැන් මෙතන මම rotate කරලා ආයෙමත් මෙයාව wrap කරොතින් තමයි මේ function එක වැඩ කරන්නේ. එතන පොඩි bug එකක් තියෙනවා, right? As these are open source software, these are in process of developing, so we might find this type of bugs, right? If you are familiar with how to fix that bug, you can support this community and help them to fix that bug, right? Unfortunately I'm not able to fix that bug anyway, but if you guys can, you can support them, right? Arranging images we done. Bring to front, forward one, back one, send to back, to background, to foreground. Likewise you can do right here. Anchor image, anchor images as character or to a page paragraph, or character place images in a frame and anchor the frame to a page, paragraph or character. We can do the anchoring image to page, to paragraph, to character, as character or to frame. These are very simple functions that you can try out, right? So the wrapping text around images, this is what we did. Wrap කරන්න පුළුවන් අපිට images wrap through the wrapped optimal ද දැන් මම කිව්වා optimal නම් කොහොමද එන්නේ කියලා මතකද? optimal නම් කොහොමද ආවේ? Here see optimal. මේ ටික select කරලාම ගමු. මේ හරියට image එක අරන් ආවොතින් ඔන්න අපි දැන් ඉන්නේ ඔප්ටිමල් විදිහේ. ඔප්ටිමල් එයා යූස් කරලා තියෙනවා ස්පේස් එක. කොහෙටවත් මේ අහක යන්නේ නැති වෙන්න. But when it comes to the parallel one, it use all the space. වටේ තියෙන ටික ඔක්කොම use කරනවා. Likewise, you need to keep that wrapping options, remember, right? Okay, so the activity is this. Create a document in Libreoffice Writer to get the below preview. Okay, simply you need to get this preview. Here you can see to get this preview what you need to do. මොනවාද මේ preview එක ගන්න නම් වට කරන් තියෙන්නේ. වටේම text එක තියෙනවා. කිසි ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ වටේම තියෙනවා. මේක කරන්න නම් ඔයාලට කොහොමද view එක හදා ගන්න තියෙන්නේ. image එකක් දාන්න පුළුවන් insert කරලා, and then there is again a list, bullet list. You can change the bullet icon according to the icon that they given and do the activity. I think this is a easy work නේ. මේක අමාරු වැඩක් නෙමෙයි. මේක හරිම ලේසි වැඩක්. Am I correct? Hi guys there. To send to back doesn't work because of something to do with text wrapping. Which tute is doing on today? Actually, we are doing the Libreoffice one. Don't you guys have this one? Anyway, I think you can see my screen throughout the day. I will be sharing this in the classroom anyway. So from next week onwards, I will make sure that you are referring to the note that I shared. And again, this Sukiti's comment, the send back doesn't work because of something to do with text wrapping. Text wrapping එකත් එක කරන්න තියෙන දෙයක් නිසාද? That means when we are using the text wrapping, it doesn't work කියලා වගේද? Yeah, all the other functions are working. That is my concern. Here, in this case, all the rotating and everything is working, flipping and all. So why this one not work? Only this one arrangement is not work. That is my concern. That's why I told this might in under the development. Anyway, let me check that one and get back to you. So that is not a huge issue if you know that there is a possibility to arrange the image, change the image, bring it to the front, take it back to the behind of the text. Likewise, if you know that there is a possibility to do those actions, so that would be okay. And then I think you can do this activity. I'm not going to give time for that. When it comes to the captioning images, we can include captions, right? And also to automatic captions, you can go to the tools options, Libreoffice Writer and auto caption. Let's see, tools options is there. In tools we could find options, no? Is there anyone who can see the options? Options ke laga hagana nae. Right. What we can do is let's try to include. Alright, what we can do is click on the image and then see whether is there any option to come up with the caption. Here you can see insert caption. So simply you can say figure 1, right? Figure 1. So then was it take as figure 1? Here we can give apple. as the figure 1 automatically comes, we can include the name of the image, and then it will become like this, right? Here when it comes to that figure 1 caption, what we can do is, let's try to center that. Let's check whether it's possible. Alright, we can center that. මේ වගේ feature එකක් දීලා මේ මොකද්ද කරලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා අහුවොතින් you should be able to say this is the insert caption option. මේ insert caption option එක තමයි use කරලා තියෙන්නේ කියලා කියන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්න ඕනේ. right. ඊට පස්සේ අපි captioning වලට පස්සේ තියෙනවා ආයේ Microsoft Word වල නම් ළමයි තිබ්බා word art කියලා එකක් නේද? word art වගේ මේකේ තියෙනවා font work කියලා එකක්. මේක අපිට object එකක් විදියට හම්බ වෙනවා. අපිට ඕන font එකක් මේකට දාගන්න පුළුවන්. right? font work එකෙන් අපිට ඕන එකක් ඒ විදියට apply කරගන්න පුළුවන්. here insert font work. කැමති එකක් select කරගන්න. Here I am going to select what select කරන්නේ? Blue moon ගමු අපි. Blue moon මෙන්න මෙතනට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. අපි මේව අලුත් page එකකට දාගමුද? මේ කියන point එකෙන් පස්සේ අපි යමු insert ගිහලා අලුත් page එකකට. alright මෙයාව අරන් යමු එතනට. what due to an error LibreOffice crashed. All the files you were worked on will now be saved. The next time LibreOffice launched, files will be recovered automatically. Okay, what was the reason for crashing? Did I do anything wrong? start. මෙතින් මෙයාව මම අයින් කරලා මෙතනින් අලුත් page එකක් හදාගෙන insert page break ගිහිල්ලා I'm going to insert a font work. මේ වගේ එකක් දැක්කම you should be able to say oh this is a font work කියලා, right? blue moon. oh I think this is why this happened. Here I want to include the font work. blue moon එක issue එකක්ද මන්දා, right? anyway ඔන්න note එක මම ගත්තා. now I am going to type different font here. Let me type good night. Here it's cute, right? This is the font work, similar like the word art in Microsoft Word එකේ තියෙන word art කියලා ඒ වගේම තමයි මෙතන එන්නේ font work කියලා. මේ posters වගේ design කරද්දි ළමයි අපිට මේ වගේ දේවල් use කරන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් ඔය මොකක් හරි පොඩි notice එකක් ගහද්දි notice එකේ title එක දාන්න වගේ we can use these things, right? okay, working with tables, you can simply I'll tell you how to include a table. table එකක් දාන්නේ කොහමද? අපි insert එකට ගිහිල්ලා බලමු table කියලා තියනවාද කියලා. insert object media, not a shape, text box, comment. There was a separate here also we can include the table. In insert we couldn't find. Anyway, no, in here we can include the table. Here you can see the table icon as we learn in the first set of slides. then we can include the table. We can select how many rows do we need to have and how many columns do we need to have. Right now, suppose I want to have 10 by 10 table එකක් කියලා. ඔන්න 10 by 10 එකක්. I have included, right? So simply we call these as rows. මේ අතර තියෙනවට අපි කියනවා rows කියලා. මේ අතර තියෙනවට අපි කියනවා columns කියලා. Simply you can follow that format to have a table. And also if you want to delete table, you can use this delete table option and do the deletion. I click on CTRL is said to go back and have the table. That's why it appears again, right? And you can merge cells, right? Suppose you want to merge these cells, then you can merge cells, right? And also there are some split cells, split table එක දෙකට කඩන්න ඕන නම් you can do that split table, right? Likewise there are so many options you can perform with the table. By using the table properties, you can change the name, text flows, comments, borders. Here the body is simple line, rather having a simple line without changing in a line. Let's see how it looks like. Black එක දාමු අපි red කියලා. ඔන්න වෙනස් වෙච්ච විදිහ. Likewise you can do some changes, right? ඒ විදිහට කරන්න පුළුවන්. right. මෙතන තව important දෙයක් තියෙනවා. Table of content එකක්. මේ alphabetical index and also the next one is bibliographics, right? ඔය references දාද්දි එහෙම use කරන හිටියේ මෙන්න මේක හරිම important ළමයි. From this part there can be questions, right? Okay, so let me tell you how to do this. හිතන්න මෙන්න මෙහෙම. I'm going to erase all the things that I did, right? මේ කරපු ඔක්කොම ටික clear කරන්න හදන්නේ. clear කරලා අපි table of content එකක් දාන විදිය බලන්න හදන්නේ. So also let's delete. Right. Table of content එකක් දාන්න කලින් where's my pages? How is it? Lectures. Here I'm opening this document and I'm going to take this content. Met content එක මම ගන්න හදන්නේ. මේ content එක මම අරගෙන ළමයි ඔන්න මම මෙතනට copy කරගන්නවා. copy කරාට පස්සේ දැන් මේක මම normally ගත්ත content එකන්නේ මේ ඔක්කොගෙම style එක තියෙන්නේ මේ default paragraph style එක. default paragraph style එක. So I'm going to change the styles. I'm going to put this as a title. Let's see. This is a title, right? And then this is the heading 1. This is the heading 1. And then this is the heading 2, right? Heading 2. And then this is again heading 1. Heading 1. I'm not going to change the style of this because this will be remain as a paragraph, right? And I'm changing this also for heading 2, right? And this one also heading 1, right? roughly right? Okay, now I'm done with that. So now I'm going to include a table of content, right? Table of content එකක් දාන්න හදන්නේ first page එකට, right? Let me have a page break. So I'm going to include the table of content to the first page, right? To do that, what I can do is go to insert and then see table of contents and index. So here I'll be selecting table of contents, index or bibliography, right? I'm selecting this one, and here I can have the table of content page, right? Table of content page එක අරගෙන මම කරන්නේ මට ඕන කරලා තියෙන heading 1 heading 2 include වෙන විදිහට මේක හදාගන්න entire document එකටම, not only for the chapter, right? Evaluated up to 10. Okay, all good, right? Let's see by applying this. ඔන්න මේක කොහොමද මේ විදිහට ආවේ? How did they know about my page numbers? I didn't even include my page numbers. No, let me include the page numbers to get a good visibility. Page numbers දාමු අපි footer එකට ගිහිල්ලා. Insert page number. right අන්න බලන්න ළමයි the standard lorem ipsum මෙන්න මේ කියන එක මෙතන උඩට ඇවිල්ලා ඇයි මේක header මේ පල්ලෙහාට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන පොඩි indentation එකකුත් එක්ක because I included this as header 1 right මම මේකේ style එක දාලා තියෙන්නේ මේ පළවෙනි එකේ topic එකේ style එක දාලා තියෙන්නේ මොකක් කියලාද heading 1 එකක් විදිහට දෙවෙනි එකේනව දාලා තියෙන්නේ heading 2 එකක් විදිහට. එතකොට heading 1 එක යටතේ තියෙන එකක් නිසා this comes under the heading 1, right? Likewise, if you maintain the headings, right? If you maintain the headlines, then you can easily generate a table of content. And suppose you are going to include some pages and you are going to change the page numbers කියලා මම මෙතනට තව අලුත් page එකක් දානවා. දැන් මේ 194 translation by Rackman කියන එකේ page number එක වෙනස් වුණා. Now it should be page number 3. Let's see whether it's updated. Translation by කියන එක තාම තියෙන්නේ page number 2 එකේ. So what can I do is I can see whether I can update this. Update index. Then see this was updated. මෙන්න බලන්න මෙයා 3 වුණා. right දැන් ඕක ළමයි අපි manually මේ විදිහට table of content එකක් හදාගෙන මේ dot ටිකක් දාගෙන මේ වැඩේ කරන්න ගියා නම් this would be a headache නේ මේ නම් මේ මෙතන මොනවද මේ තිත් ගාන ගැන බලන්න ඕනේ නේ මෙතන එකක් number එක හදිසි හරි 1 2 වුණා කියලා හිතන්න ඕම වෙච්ච ගමන් තිතකුත් එහාට වෙන අඩු වෙනවා right ඊට පස්සේ ආයෙ හදන්න ඕනේ right අර මේක ගැන table of contents මෙහෙම generate කරන්න පුළුවන් කියන එක දන්නේ නැතුව you might did it in that way right so now you don't need to do it in that way you know the easiest way to do this simply you can go to insert first you have to come up with the headlines right මුලින්ම headlines ටික line ඒක යටතේ එන subtopics ටික ඔන්න ඔය ටික අඳුර ගන්න ඊට පස්සේ insert ගිහිල්ලා easily table of content එක හදා ගන්න පුළුවන් similarly if you have the index file then you can go to this index entry and do that bibliography you can go to bibliography and do the input of that right to do that bibliography thing guys you need to find out whether which type of reference method that you are using whether APA MLA there are different type of ways that we can include references so by depending on the way that you going to insert references you have to select the bibliographies right normally the questions will mostly raise from this table of content part but keep an idea give a try to do this alphabetical index and other type of indexes not the other type of indexes actually the bibliographies as well okay and then this columns in page layout ඔගොල්ලෝ දැකලා ඇති සමහර වෙලාවට මේ columns කිව්වම newspapers වල වගේ අර ගහලා තියෙනවා මේ columns ඒ කියන්නේ පොත දෙකට බෙදලා වගේ තියෙනවා how did they do that කොහොමද ඒගොල්ලෝ ඒක කරලා තියෙන්නේ columns add කරගෙන තියෙනවා how did they do that here go to the format in format you can find columns and in the format right now the column number is 1 that is why we can have all the text in here without dividing it into the columns but if I increase this up to 2 this will be come to this format දෙකට බෙදලා ආවා and also if I change it to the 3 see how it's look like columns 3 අන්න බලන්න right in this way you can change the number of columns in here when I tell the columns part I notice this watermark thing also you can try out you may notice in some papers to show off the copyright they use watermarks නේ content එකට හානියක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ අර transparency විදිහට දානවා watermark එකක් ඒ වගේ දේවල් ගැන අවබෝධයක් තියාගන්න දැන් හදිස්සි හරි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට page එකක් දුන්නොත් watermark එකක් apply වෙලා තියෙනවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ හිතන්න ඕනේ this is a watermark applied from that format option in the menu bar right අන්න ඒ විදිහට idea එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ so this particular note cover all the related tools and all the options that we can use but still there is a self-study part as well because as long as you practice this you can do this you can achieve this otherwise it might be quite hard right? ඒ කියන්නේ ඔයාලා මේක ප්‍රැක්ටිස් කරන්න නැතුව නිකන් මේ කියන දේ අහගෙන ඉඳලා සහ lecture note එක refer කරලා විතරක් කරන්න try කරොත් පොඩ්ඩක් අමාරු වෙන්න පුළුවන්. Okay, so don't do that. Practice this. මේ කියන හැම option එකම practice කරලා බලන්න. Sometimes we think we can do this. See, even I also couldn't find where the columns at once, right? Where the to where I should include table at once. එකපාරට ඒක හොයාගන්න බෑ. That is because we are not practicing this that much, right? So please practice this, because this is a very not a critical subject, very easy subject, but a subject which is having a very low pass rate, right? That is because students are not taking this serious. Simply that is the reason. Okay, so please try out this. Okay, so there is the activity here. This is a drop cap, guys, right? මම අර කිව්වේ මුලින්ම තියෙන අකුරු ටික ලොකු කරන්න පුළුවන් කියලා. That is what we call drop cap. And මේක දැක්ක ගමන් පේන්න ඕනේ මේ මොකක්ද? මේ විදිහේ හැඩයක් දාලා තියෙදි මේ මොකක්ද මේ දාලා තියෙන්නේ? Anyone able to give the answer? කවුරු හරි එන්නද පුළුවන්? එක්කෙනෙක්. No one. මේ මොකද්ද මේ use කරලා තියෙන එක කියලා කියන්න? Anyone? Good job. Yes, it's a font work. Right. And sections. Sections is something we can have some separate sections, something like this. හිතන්න මෙන්න මේ වගේ කියලා. Insert section. අන්න බලන්න ඔය විදිහට block එකක් ඇතුළට දාගන්න. ඔක තමයි අපි section එකක් කියලා කියන්නේ. Right? මේ වගේ questions අපිට හම්බෙයි. එතකොට අපි බලමු this is what we call section. මෙහෙම විදිහට වටේ කොටුවක් ඇඳලා තියෙනවා නම් ඒ කියන්නේ මෙයා sections use කරලා තියෙනවා. Page orientation, you know these things. Portrait, landscape, ne? These are very easy things. Exporting an email. We know that once we complete the creation of the document, we can export it into a PDF. Export as PDF. Let's see how we can do that. File, export as PDF. Here we can do that. And also if you want to send this as a mail, here I can click on send and go to the email document, and then my default email client will be open and this document will be attached. My document එක එකට attached වෙනවා. And then again faxing also something like that, but to do that fax modem or fax drive is required to send the fax, right? I think that function also can be found. faxing නම් මෙතන නෑ නේද පේන්න. See where it is. File print. File print එකට ගිහිලා තමයි අපිට ඒක ගන්න තියෙන්නේ. Okay, good. print එකට ගිහිලා file එකත් එක්ක fax machine එක connect කරලා තිබ්බොත් තමයි මම හිතන්නේ option එක අපිට පෙන්නන්නේ. That's why we can't see. Anyway, you can keep remember that LibreOffice Writer support for faxing as well. And then digital signing, as you can see, if you have added the digital signature already, from here you can include digital signatures, right? To include the digital signatures, guys, here digital signatures, this document have to be saved. Yeah, definitely. To include the digital signature, first you need to save the document. Keep these things, remember, there might be questions from this, how we can include the digital signature likewise. So keep remember, to include the digital signature, first you need to save your document. Okay, I'm going to save the document, and then here you have to use a separate third-party tool and apply some signatures to here. Then you can start certificate manager. Here I couldn't do that because I haven't added any signatures. So then the added signature will appear here, and you can simply select that particular signature and sign the document. right? Here, as I haven't included that, I cannot do that, but you can do that if you have already added any signature here, then you can do that, or else you have to use a third-party tool and add the certificate to here, then you can sign that, right? So that is the way you can do the digital signature, right? And then the most important content of this topic, the mail merge, right? Mail merge, this is one of the very important topic, right? So before moving to that, let me show this activity to you. I think this activity is possible for you guys right now. මේක දැන් කරන්න පුළුවන් ඇති. මේ තියෙන table එකක් මේ use කරලා mail merge, sorry not mail merge, merge cells, right? Merge cells. Here you can see 1 2 3 4 5 columns and 1 2 3 4 5 rows, and all the 4 columns were merged here one by one, right? Then here it doesn't merge, so that it appears as 4 columns. And here also you can use a table with with 1 to 2, 1 into 2, and then here you can have a drawing line and a dash line, and then include this assistant register external degree center, right? So this is very easy thing that you can come up with. And also after all, you can include the border. Not after all, actually at the very beginning also you can include the border, right? මෙන්න මේවා type කරන්න try එකක් දෙන්න පුළුවන්. You were not asked to type these things, guys, because your final examination method is MCQ1. They will be asking some tricky questions. They do not ask you to type anything, no, write anything at least, no. So they might ask what are the formatting tools used here. Then you can say bold, font colors were changed, ne? And also here they use table and merge cells option, and the content was center aligned, ne? Likewise you can tell. And also when it comes to the table, here the table content was right aligned, ne? Right aligned, and in this case this semester one is left aligned. Likewise you can say. Okay, මෙතන තියෙන්නේ අපිට හරි, අපි යමු mail merge part එකට. එහෙනම් mail merge part එක බලලා අපි යමු ඉස්සරහට. You can refer the note once I shared with you. Anyway, I think the note that you are already having also contained the mail merge part anyway. Okay, so to do the mail merge thing, first what we need to do is, mail merge is something like this. මුලින්ම මම කියන්නම් මුලින්ම මොකද්ද mail merge කියන්නේ කියලා. හිතන්න ළමයි මෙහෙම suppose sometimes bank send you letters නේ. සමහරලාට කියනවා bank එකෙන් letter එකක් එවනවා, you want a gift voucher as you want this and that. They will send mails, right? Not only for you but for some of the people in your area. Maybe they print 100 letters at once, right? So to do that printing thing, are they doing that printing individually? No, never. They do not print those letters individually. They might use some kind of option called mail merge, right? එකම content එක අපිට ඕන කරනවා කියලා හිතන්න, නම address එක විතරක් වෙනස් කර print කරන්න. In that type of situation we can use mail merge. Okay, let me take example. හිතන්න මෙන්න මේ වගේ දෙයක්. Right, in here address would be, I will erase these things. Let me delete that, otherwise it might confuse you all. Please. Hari. First I need to include the address, and address should be changed for each individual address. Individual address එකකට address එක change වෙන්න ඕනේ, right? ඔන්න මම ඒක නිසා address එක මෙන්න මේ විදිහට දානවා. Just like we enter in comments, I have included the address, and also the name would be changed. But for all the 100 persons that I have selected for this mailing thing, I need to send the same content. This content would not be changed. The content is same. All these contents are same, right? I just need to change only the address and name, right? So how can I do this? First I have to come up with this letter, and then for roughly let's put this address and name like this, and then what I can do is create the calc database and save it. Okay, I'm going to create a database. Here I have sample database. I think you also can create a database something like this. මෙන්න මෙතනින් ගිහිල්ලා file ගිහිල්ලා new ගිහිල්ලා spreadsheet ගැන ඔයාලටත් පුළුවන් මෙතනින් database එකක් හදාගන්න. මේකට තමයි අපි calc කියලා කියන්නේ. In Microsoft terms we use Excel sheet. In Google terms we call it spreadsheet, right? In here we call this as calc, right? So I have already created calc document. In this calc document I have included the name and address. So under the name I have included all the names that I need to send. Here I couldn't type 100 names. For as this is example, I write only 4 names and 4 addresses which belongs to them. Kamal is belong to this address, and Namal this, Sudhira this, Udil this, right? So likewise I came up with the database. So once you are done with the database, please save that. Here I save my database as sample data. It doesn't matter, you can save it in any name that you are convenient with. And then what you can do is go to the file, go to the Librewriter again, and go to the file, right? Here in the file you can see something called wizards, right? You can see something called wizards. In the wizards there is something called address data source. Click on it, then you can see LibreOffice lets you access address data already present in your system. To do this, a LibreOffice data source will be created in which your data is available in a tabular form. Select the type of the external address book. Okay, here I want to Thunderbird is another mail client, right? But here I am not going to use Thunderbird or the macOS address book. I am going to use some other external data source, right? So simply click select that option and you can click next, right? You can click next. To set up the new data source, additional information is required. Okay, click the following button to open another dialog in which you then enter the necessary information. Here the database type, so I click the settings button because they asked me to click because they need some extra information. So I click on settings, and then I can select the database type. Here there are so many database types: JDBC, Oracle JDBC, macOS address books, spreadsheet, file, MySQL. There are so many, but I'm going to select spreadsheet as I'm going to use calc here. And then I click next. Path to the spreadsheet. Okay, let me show you. Go to browse and show where your spreadsheet is located. In my spreadsheet it's in here, okay. Now I'm going to click on finish and field assignment. Let's see what's that. Addresses කියලා name එක තියෙන්නේ. මම දෙන්නම් මෙතනට පොඩ්ඩක් new කියලා එකක් හොයාගන්න ලේසි වෙන්නත් එක්ක. Okay. Address book name, okay, and then finish. Okay, now we are done. So now what we can do is we can go to the Libri document. We can go to the Libri document and view data sources. Let's see the data sources. Amethin view එකට ගිහිල්ලා let's see the data sources. Okay. Oh, the address does not exist. Okay. Right. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ මෙතන මම view එකට ගිහිල්ලා data sources on කරගත්තා. data sources ටික on කරගත්තට පස්සේ ළමයි මට මෙන්න මෙතනින් බලන්න පුළුවන්. Addresses 1 කියලා එකක් තියෙනවා. අපි බලමු මේක ඇතුළට ගිහිල්ලා. මේ තියෙන්නේ these are the data. මෙතනින් ගිහිල්ලා බලන්න දැන් මෙතන මම දීපු name එක addresses කියන එක. addresses කියන එකේ තියෙනවා tables කියලා එකක්. ඒකත් ඇතුළට ගියාම තියෙනවා sheet 1 එකේ මේක තියෙන්නේ. Here you can see the sheet, right? Even I changed the name into new date address at the end අර අන්තිමට ආපු තැන. මෙන්න මෙතන මේක කරගෙන ගියාට පස්සේ ළමයි අන්තිමට ආපු point එකේදී I didn't change the name, that's why it appears as addresses, right? Likewise, if you have some more data sources, all will appear here. Otherwise, you can see only that database. Okay. So here, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to drag this name section to where I need to include the name. මෙන්න මෙතන තමයි මට name එක ඕනේ. එහෙනම් මම මේ name කියන field එක drag කරගෙන ආවා මෙන්න මෙතනට. And when it comes to the address, I need to have address in here. So I have dragged the address to here and erase this. මම මේක දාලා තිබ්බට පොඩ්ඩක් indicate කරන්න මම ඒක ඔන්න මම මකලා දැම්මා. Right? So now we are almost done. What we can now do is we can go to the print. We can go to the print. Your document contains address database fields. Do you want to print a form of letter? Yes, please. Right. Here, if I send this to printer, you might not see this now. So let me save this as a file and show it to you. So here, what can I do is save, click the file option and then save as single document, right? Or save as individual document. I'm going to save this as individual document so we can have 4 separate documents. එකම එකට ගත්තොත් මේක එකම එකේ print වෙවි එන්නේ. Right? ඒක එහෙම නැතුව මම individual documents විදිහට ගන්නවා. And this is the path. Let me check the path. I want it to be here. මෙන්න මෙතනට මට යන්න ඕනේ. මම ඒක මෙතනට දාන්න. Right? Okay. And then I'm going to click OK. Let's see whether it generates. Alright. ඔන්න වැඩේ done කියලා තියෙන්නේ. Let's go to the place and see. See? All the documents were saved in .odt format with the name of the particular person. නේද? ඒ මිනිස්යාගේ නමින්ම save වෙලා තියෙනවා. බලන්න මෙතන මේ නමින් save වෙන්න හේතුවක් තමයි මම මෙතන ගිහිල්ලා print option එක දෙනකොට file කියලා දුන්නම save as single document කියලා දෙනවා. මෙන්න මෙයා අහනවා field එක එන්න ඕනේ name එකෙන්ද address එකෙන්ද කියලා. And also the file format. If I select PDF here, let me check whether yes, PDF here, then I can I think the destination would be same. So if I saved it right now, I can see some PDF files. අන්න බලන්න. මට PDF files ටික හැදිලා තියෙනවා. අපි බලමු. ඔන්න letter එක ඇවිල්ලා. නාමල්ගේ එක හරියට තියනවද බලමු. කෝ calc එක ගන්න බලන්න. calc එකෙන් තමයි බලා ගන්න වෙන්නේ. data එක හරියට තියනවද කියලා. නාමල් number 223/4. Right, main හරියට. Likewise, all the documents were generated. Sudhirage. Udulge. See how easy this. මේක වෙන වෙනම type කරන්න ගියා නම් සෑහෙන වෙලාවක් යන වැඩක් නේද මේ? But with the use of mail merge, we can have all these letters just by few clicks. Only thing we need is proper database. නේ? Proper database එකක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒක connect කරගත්තා. මේක ගත්තා. Right? Very easy. එක තේරුණාද? Any questions? Is that clear? All good. Mail merge is that so that we have covered all the mail merge related steps. And one more thing, adding comments and tracking the note. Let me show that as well. Yes, let me show that as well. Suppose you need to do something like this. Your friend asks you to check her document and suggest if there's any changes, right? Your friend want to just only checking, right? She don't want you to change the content, but she want some ideas from you, right? Simply you need to provide some change. You need to suggest some changes but without harming the original document. Right? මුල් content එකට හානියක් නොවන විදිහට වෙනස් වෙන්න ඕන තැන් suggest කරන්න ඕනේ. Right? එතකොට යාළුවට පුළුවන් if it is okay then she can accept that and do that changes if needed. ඒක යට හොඳයිද කියලා බලලා හොඳ නම් කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඔන්න ඔය වගේ වෙලාවකට how we can do that? කොහොමද අපි යෝග කරන්නේ? There is something called track changes. Am I in page? Sorry. Right. There is something called අපි මේක දැන් close කරමු. mail merge එක ගත්ත එක. We go to the new document anyway. I will close this without saving and come up with a new document. Right. Here let me take the content from this. Okay, here you can see the content. Now I'm going to suggest some changes for my friend without harming the original content. How can I do that is, I can go to this edit and there should be something called track changes. Now I'm going to click on record and I'm going to do some changes, right? I think this sit word is not matching here, so I'm going to delete this. Oh, if even I delete, it doesn't delete, it just click through. ඒක මෙහෙම කැපුවා කියලා මාක් කරනවා විතරයි, right? මම කියනවා sit කියන එක නැතුව sat කියලා දාන්න කියලා, right? මම sat කියන එක suggest කරා. හැබැයි යා ඒකත් තියාගෙන ඉන්නවා යටි නිරක් ගහලා යාළුවට පෙන්නලා තමයි accept කරොත් තමයි ළමයි මේක මෙතනට දාන්නේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් මේක මම delete කරනවා යා කෙලින්ම delete කරලා දාන්නේ නැහැ. In this Libreoffice word also I'm going to delete. And exception this not suit I'm going to delete, and I'm going to add non-functional, ignore these wordings, right? Okay, ඔන්න ඔය විදිහට මම කරනවා. හැබැයි මේවා මගේ මම මේ suggest කරන changes එක accept කරොත් විතරයි මේ දේවල් කරන්න පුළුවන්, right? Once you right click, now I'm going to off the recording, track changes recording. Now I'm going to off that, the recording off, tick off that. Okay, now my friend will see this and she can see deleted unknown author because I didn't put any names. It shows as unknown author, and this one is inserted. See, inserted unknown author. So what she can do is simply right click on it and accept change. If she accept the change, that deletion will be happen, right? If she accept this change, this word will be applied, right? If she ignore the change, reject the change, then it doesn't happen, right? දැන් බලන්න මම අර ෆන්ක්ෂන් කියලා දාපු එක එයා රිජෙක්ට් කරා. එතකොට ඒ වචනේ එතන තිබ්බෙම නැහැ. දැන් මේක එයා රිජෙක්ට් කරොත් මොකද්ද වෙන්න ඕනේ? This should be this strict through should be removed and except a word should be remain as it was, right? So let's see whether it's happened. ඔන්න රිජෙක්ට් කරනවා. ඒකේ විදිහටම තියෙනවා. Very easy, right? So those are the things that we can do under the tracking, right? Under the tracking, those are the things that we can do. And also guys, suppose if you want to include a link, what you can do is simply select the place where you need to include the link and then go to the hyperlink, right? Hyperlink, and suppose you want to link this word with the with your Google Classroom, right? So I'm going to take this link and include this to here, and this should show as Google Class. This will not show as Google Class because I have selected the word, no? Right. ඔන්න බලන්න link එක include වුණා. If I want to change this name, මම select කරපු word එකට නෙවෙයි insert කරගෙන තියෙන්නේ. Let's see what happened. අන්න මම ආයෙමත් insert කරනවා. right. Now it's done. දැන් මේ sant කියන word එක click කරොත් යන්නේ අර කියන link එකට. දැන් මෙහෙම වෙනම තැනක මට ඕන නම් link එකක් insert කරන්න, what can I do? Simply I can click on hyperlink and insert the link, and then also I can include the text which should show. I put Google Classroom. See, Google Classroom is there. Oh, this is not a clickable. Why? I didn't click on apply previously, that's why. So now it's working, right? So simply once you click on this link, you can go to the particular classroom, right? See, I click that link by using the apply open hyperlink, then it will redirect me to the particular link, right? So simply that's about it, guys. මේ කියන අනිත් parts ටික ඔයාලත් බලා ගන්න. තව comments add කරන විදිහත් හරිම ලේසි. You can simply add comments, insert comment. මේ ඕන place එකට යන්න. Here my cursor was there, that's why the comment apply to there. If my cursor is here, I want to apply a comment to here. This should be removed. So this is my comment, right? Okay, so someone can come here and say this is resolved, or someone can delete this comment, right? Likewise, we can perform so many things regarding to this comment, right? මේ අපි මොනවා හරි මේ document එකේ print එකක් ගන්නවා නම් මේ comments පෙන්නන්නේ නැහැ. අඩුතර මේ කඩේරක්වත් පෙන්නන්නේ නැහැ, right? These comments are something out of the document, but still, as long as we are working with the workspace, this would be applied. This would be visible, right? Even we resolve this, after we resolve this, this might be, after we resolve this, this might be not. After we delete this, this might be removed. Yes. After we delete this might be removed. Anyway, that comment is something to get an idea about a particular place. Other than that, comment doesn't do anything. So simply you just need to know that comment will not be printed anymore, right? So that's about it, guys. So these are the things that you should know under the Libreoffice Writer. Hopefully you guys understood something and gained something. So I'm not going to save this card. Sure, you want to just close. Okay, so that's about it. And finally, our next section would be spreadsheet for calculations, right? You can go through this summary as well, and also the hyperlinks. Cross references is also something similar to hyperlinks. You can try out that. Footnotes and endnotes, there was an activity to do by yourself, right? Other than that, the most important part of this lecture is the mail merge part, and also the tracking changes is quite important. And then again, this font work and that other all the formatting options and චූටි හැම දෙයක්ම ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැනගෙන ඉන්න ඕනේ, right? So that's about the lecture basically. So I'm going to give you a small task. I think you all are having past paper question books with you, so that you can not past paper question books, no, past papers with you. So if you have the 2019 paper, you can refer the question number 2, right? Question number 2. In question number 2, consider the following word processing applications. You guys need to give me answers. I hope you all are there. Yes, 21 are there still. Thank you for being here. Even at the end of the lecture, normally most of the people left at the end of when we reach to the end, but you guys are good compared to them. So here you have to give me the answer for this second question. Consider the following word processing applications. Okay, these 3. Which of the above can be categorized as free and open source? මොනවද categorize කරන්න පුළුවන් free and open source කියලා. Answers can be multiple, right? There can be multiple answers. Check whether anyone can answer for this question. දාන්න බලන්න answer එක A ද B ද C ද D ද E ද කියලා group එකට. මේ word processing applications වලින් මොනවද free and open source වෙන්නේ? Free වෙන්න ඕනේ, open source වෙන්න ඕනේ. Free would not be enough. Anyone? Anyone who listened to the lecture well? I should show the question, eh? No idea. Right, let's do something like this. Actually, I can first one. Okay, Sukiti, tell the first one as the answer. Good job. I didn't have the clap reaction in Meet, otherwise I will click on that. Good job, Sukiti. Libreoffice Writer is the free and open source one, right? It's a free and open source. Then when it comes to the Google Doc, up to some extent it's free, but it's not open source, right? And Microsoft Word is not a free anymore, and it's not the open source anymore, right? So the answer should be A1 only, right? Right, here third question also something you can do. Do you guys have this paper? 2019 paper එක තියනවද ඔය කට්ටිය ගාව? Give me answers, guys. Do you guys have the paper? 2019 paper? Oh no. Okay, then that's fine. Before moving to the 2018, let's clarify the 2019 one first. Here you can see here you can see the third question. Third question is this one. You have to consider this following document segment created using open source Open Office Writer. As I told you, they used Open Office Writer in this particular time period. The questions will be from Open Office, but most of the features are same with the LibreWriter, so we can answer to the questions in terms of LibreOffice Writer as well, right? So it doesn't matter, don't worry. So 3 to 5 questions that answers then on menna make consider karala. Here the first question is third question is, which of the following character paragraph formatting options is or are used to format the above document? මේ document එක format කරන්න මොනවද use කරලා තියෙන්නේ? මෙන්න මේ කියලා තියෙන ඒවයි. ඒක තමයි පළවෙනි ප්‍රශ්නේ. Is drop cap there? Is drop cap there? Drop cap එකක් තියනවද? Drop cap කියලා මං කිව්වා අර පළවෙනි අකුර ලොකු වෙලා තියෙනවා නම් ඒකට තමයි drop cap එක කියලා කියන්නේ. එහෙම එකක් මේකේ තියනවද ළමයි? I couldn't see. Can you guys see? I don't think. එහෙනම් drop cap එකක් මේකේ නැහැ. Right. ඊට පස්සේ I'm bullets තියනවද මේක use වෙලා? Yes, there is නේ. මේ තියෙන bullets use වෙලා. Right. ඊට පස්සේ bold කියන function එක use වෙලා තියෙනවද? Bold කියන වැඩේ කරලා තියෙනවද? Here මේ ඔක්කොම same font එකෙන් තියෙන්නේ. එහෙනම් මෙන්න මේ ටික bold කරලා තියෙන්නේ. මේ list එකේ තියෙන ටික bold කරලා තියෙන්නේ. හරි. ඊට පස්සේ justified alignment. Justified alignment කියන්නේ මේ කෙලවරවල් දෙකටම සමානව බෙදලා යන්න මේක align කරලා තියනවාද? No, this doesn't justified. මේක ඇවිල්ලා left align එක. මේ බලන්න එහෙමනම් මෙන්න මේ වගේ ඉඩ ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ නැහැ නේ ළමයි. නේද? මේ බලන්න කිසිම justify එකක් කරලා නැහැ. justify කරා නම් මෙහෙම ඉඩ ඉතුරු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. මේක මේ පැත්තටම එනවා. right? එහෙනම් justified එකක් කරලා නැහැ. numbering තියනවාද? numbers දාලා කියලා තියනවාද කොහේ හරි? No. So what is the answer? B and C. Bullets and ball. B and C. B, C දෙකම select කරලා තියනවා නම් you will get full marks, right? If you select only one, you will lose some marks. because this is a multiple choice question. Right, so that is the third one. And when it comes to the fourth one also, we can do that using this particular document. Here, write which of the following statements is or are correct regarding the above document. A footer is applied to the document. Is footer there? Footer එකක් තියනවද? I couldn't see footer. Footer කියන්නේ පල්ලෙහාට එන එකක්. Footer එකක් නැහැ. Is there header? Header එකක් තියනවද? හොඳට බලන්න ලං වෙලා. There is a header. BIT කියලා තියෙනවා. BIT කියලා තියෙනවා. UCSC කියලා තියෙනවා. Header එකක් තියෙනවා නේ. But there's no actually I think this is not a header. This is a section නේ. Header එකක් නම් මේ උඩින්ම දාලා තිබ්බට this is kind of section. මේ board එක ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන එකනේ. Right. Anyway, there's no footer. ඊට පස්සේ wrap through formatting option is used to place the BIT image within the text. Right. Wrap through මේ type එක use කරලා තියනවලු මේ BIT image එක උඩ text එක place කරන්න. No, they didn't use wrap through. If they used wrap through මේක උඩ හරි යට හරි text එක තියෙන්න ඕනේ. Right. So it's wrong. The title of the document, Be a Part of the Knowledge Society with a BIT at UCSC, is in sentence case. Is it in sentence case? මේක තියෙන්නේ මේ topic එක. Sorry, මේ topic එක තියෙන ළමයි sentence case එකෙන්ද? මේ තියෙන sentence case ද? Sentence case නම් first letter එක විතරයි capital වෙන්නේ. අනිත් ටික ඔක්කොම simple මොකක්ද විශේෂ word එකක් නෙවෙයි නා. No, this is not a sentence case. This is a upper case. මේ ඔක්කොම capital. එහෙනම් ඒකත් false. තාම හම්බෙච්ච ඔක්කොම ටික false, right? Spelling and grammar check option is not carried out to correct the spelling mistakes in the document. Spelling and grammar check option is not carried out to correct the spelling mistakes in the document. Let's see. Spelling check එක කරලා නැහැ මේක හදන්න. Yes, that's why the red lines are still there. නේ මේක spelling check එක කරා නම් මේ red line එක right click කරලා අපිට පුළුවන් ඒක අයින් කරලා දාන්න. But they didn't do that. That's not carried out yet, right? So we can say that D is correct answer, right? Only D is correct up to now. And when it comes to E, columns can be seen in this document. What is mean by column? මම කිව්වා column කියලා කියන්නේ අර newspaper එක වගේ තීරු වල ලියලා තියනවා නා. දෙකකට බෙදලා දෙපැත්තෙම ලියලා තියනවා. තුනකට බෙදලා තුන් පැත්තෙම ලියලා තියනවා. අන්න එහෙම තියනවා නම් තමයි අපි කියන්නේ columns කියලා. But is there any comments here? Sorry, columns here? No, there's no any columns, right? So the E also incorrect, right? So out of these 5 answers, what are the correct one? What is the correct one? Only D is correct, right? Only D is correct. Right. And then the fifth one also you can do. Suppose that when you take the cursor on top of the sentence, University of Columbus School of Computing UCSC, a message pops up saying that click to open https කියලා ඔන්න link එකක් පෙන්නනවා. Right. ඔන්න මේ link එක පෙන්නන්නේ which of the following options in OpenOffice Writer is used to achieve this behavior. මේ විදිහේ link එකක් පෙන්නන්න මොකක්ද පාවිච්චි කරලා තියෙන option එක. Forget about this OpenOffice Writer. Even in the Libreoffice Writer, what would you use to show this type of option? මොකක්ද use කරන්නේ? Anyone would be able to say the answer? Because this is the one we did at the end of the day. I mean, end of the lecture. This is what we did. මේක බැරි වෙන නම් බෑ ඒ නිසා. Cross reference, comment, formatting, bookmark, hyperlink. මොකක් use කළාද අපි link එකක් දැම්මේ? E. Let's see what's E. E. Yes, it's E. Hyperlink. Good. And then fifth one also we can do. Okay, seventh one also we can do. Which of the following options is or are used to create the above document? මේ document එක හදන්න consider the document segment created in OpenOffice Writer. You can apply Libreoffice Writer to answer questions 7 and 8. So let me tell now you should answer. I'm not telling, you should give me the answer. What are the features that used to create this document? Which of the following options used to create the above document? Special character use කරලා තියනවාද? Actually I couldn't show this special character. You should check this, right? Special character, bullets, font work, draw functions, caption. මොනවද මේවෙන් use කරලා තියෙන්නේ? Is there any special character? මෙන්න මේක ඇවිල්ලා ළමයි. මෙන්න මේ icon එක ඇවිල්ලා අපි LibreOffice document එකක් හැදුවට පස්සේ මෙන්න මේ තියෙන icon එක click කරාම අපිට බලා ගන්න පුළුවන් enters කීයක් තියනවාද? enter buttons කීයක් තියනවාද? enter අපි කීපාරක් ඔබලා තියෙනවා. Suppose if I click a tab here, then tab will show like this. This will not be printed, guys, right? This is for us to know what are the space types, what are the how many enters we have. Likewise, to get an idea, we use this icon, right? ඒක අපි use කරන්නේ අන්නේ ඒ වැඩේට. We call it as toggle formatting marks, right? So it will not be printed, and do not consider it as a special character. Special character කියලා කියන්නේ ඔය අමුතු අකුරු තියෙන්නේ. මේ තියෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේවට තමයි special characters කියලා කියන්නේ. අන්න මම ඒකත් පෙන්නුවා, right? These are the special characters. Are there any special characters in here? No, there's no any special characters. Okay. Bullets. Are there any bullets? Yes, here you can see bullets. And see font work. Is there any font work? Font work එකක් පේනවද කොයි හරි? Don't tell that this is a font work. This is just a title only. Font work නම් අර ඇද වෙලා මොකක් හරි පොඩි දෙයක් වෙලා තියෙනවනේ. එහෙම එකක් මේකේ තියනවද? No, there's no. And when it comes to the D, draw functions. Draw functions තියනවද? Yes, there are. මේ rectangles draw කරලා තියෙනවා, arrows draw කරලා තියෙනවානේ. There are draw functions. And E, caption. Is there any caption? Yes, here see figure 1. So this is a caption, right? So simply we can say that this one is contain B, bullets tibba, D, draw functions tibba, E, captions tibuna. So B, D, E are the answers, right? So those are the questions that this paper contained from the word processing tool part, right? So that's about it, guys. If you have the past papers, you can try out the 2018 paper as well. There are some questions which you can do by using the knowledge you gain from the word processing software, right? I hope this is not a hard part actually. I hope you gain some knowledge about the word processing tools. If so, I'm happy. And if there's any concerns, you can put them into the group. You can raise them, right? You can work on the activities once I share the document with you. So till that, you can go through the document that you guys are having, and you can work. There may be some activities in that document as well. You can work on them, right? So please work on the Librewriter. Otherwise, even it seems really easy tool, you might forget these things, right? මේවා use කරනකන් තමයි ළමයි මතක නැත්නම් මේවා අමතක වෙනවා, right? So that's about it. So if you guys are clear about the today content, we can wrap up. Any questions? Any questions? Okay. නිශ්ශබ්දතාවයෙන් පේන්නේ no questions කියලා. So I'm going to wrap up the today's session. So hopefully meet you guys by next Sunday. Good night. Thank you.